And welcome back to the Adventures in Silvernell. Hey everybody, missed ya. Welcome to the Homebrew Fantasy World setting for our online game of Dungeons & Dragons 5e. I'm your Game Master, Scott Nicholson, and these are my four friends who I'm so excited to play with. Erica Webb.
Hello.
Michael Jackson.
I'm missing dice.
Tanner Messer.
Hi.
And Ben Dale.
Just a guy.
And Russ Quinn, Will Hamming, Morton Zhao, clean up.
The homies and the homies.
This is an M-rated campaign because we say a lot of evil stuff, a lot of raunchy stuff, a lot of sexual stuff. So if you get queasy easily,
Dirty ass.
yeah, maybe sip on a drink while you watch. Things are gonna get crazy, especially tonight. This is Campaign 2 Dragontooth Academy, Episode 38. We'll see you after the intro.
I miss when you would.
Oh, the nonsense these guys are spewing in the middle of the intro. We'll let them get into that later. If you're watching us on Twitch, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you use your rooter points to make things happen in the game. At the end of the chat, there are options. The more you watch, the more you comment, the more you subscribe, you gain rooter, and you can make things happen. And we're actually talking about some new things that might come down the line. Beast Child.
Wow.
If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, thank you so much. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share so you can see us next time. Speaking of next time, let's go to last time. Last time on episode 37. Bea R Gressive, Penny, and Morton Zhao took a long rest as the pirates partied. Meanwhile, Bognak, Cleonile, Will Hamming, and Livia set out for Millwast with Sister Frances in hand to retrieve Bea's promised reward and learn more about the wizards and Millwast as a whole. Sister Frances reveals the Grifflin family runs the Shardmine Emporium that helps Shardmine owners craft and shape their Shardmine into the perfect version of them that they see fit. Sister Frances is the moral barometer of the family and was even the nanny for a young rebellious Boyle Grifflin. After the information was given, Cleonile pounces and rips Sister Frances apart, killing her instantly. No one was around to see but our allies here and a mysterious cat that followed them throughout this entire episode. Once inside Millwast, Cleonile and Livia join the unveiling celebration of the new statue honoring Wilkie Tittle Cliglet Slivel Timbers Tempia, and they find no one is talking about Cthulhu, and all minds seem to be ignoring that impending doom. If they even know at all, I think it still remains undefinitive. When Cleonile and Livia return, Livia has all the rooter moved from the pirate barracks to their smaller ship that they are commandeering, and they learn about each individual Shardmine's special abilities, and even hire one specific Shardmine, Korg, to bake all of the rooter into rooter butter, which I'm most excited to see what this is about. The cat reveals himself to be the druid, wild-shaped, young Prince Boyle Grifflin, who tells the party he wants his mother and father to die in return for him being accepted into the pirates. The ones you already control, cha-ching. We last left off with Bea and Morton Zhao still asleep as the others look forward to their long rest to gain their new abilities they have learned on the way. So we return now to Port Royal, and the time is roughly, we'll say, 9 a.m. There's only a couple hours left of the long rest of Bea and Morton Zhao. So what do you guys want to do before we jump to them waking up? You have a little bit of time. Welcome back.
Well, I thought where we left off was us having to move the rooter to the smaller ship that we commandeered because fucking Russ Quinn fucked up.
We'll say that that has happened. Ample time has passed. I'll give an hour so that all of that has been moved to the other ship, and Korg has had a long time to start baking butter.
Perfect.
So I leave it up to you three. Do you want to just immediately jump into your long rest?
I don't think Clea now has anything she wants to do.
Okay.
Top of my head.
So I do have the spell alert vigil, which basically means I don't have to long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that in place, like, and be up for these 8 hours and still get the abilities?
Can you read it to me?
Yeah. You are one willing creature of your choice is kept wide awake and alert for the spell's duration, which is 8 hours, allowing them to stand guard without fear of falling asleep. Creature will not suffer any exhaustion due to missed sleep, and the creature has advantage on perception checks to detect potential threats.
No, that would not be a long rest. It just basically makes it so you're able to be awake during a long rest and be perfectly fine. But it wouldn't give you the same benefit as your body regenerating.
Cool. All right. Well, then I'll just immediately go to nap then.
Okay, Livia?
Yeah, so I'm going to visit where they are making the butter and everything currently with old Korg. And I forgot how many men it was, or how many shard mines he rounded up to be his cooks in the kitchen.
Just a handful.
Just a handful? Okay. So I'm gonna approach Korg and just be like, looks like you're having a good time doing this. You definitely are showing your experience right now.
Thank you so much. I hope this butter is delicious.
Oh, I'm
very
sure it will be
potent.
with the way it looks.
Also, he is
So,
speaking
like-
to you telepathically.
Yeah. They all do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Though the only time they didn't, one was yelling at the pirates.
Fair. All right. Yeah, so I just like kind of look over at him after he says that, and Livia's like thinking in her head, she's like, how do I ask him to do this? How do I ask him to do this? All right. So, Korg, your culinary talents seem like, they're great, but it also seems like something that you're eager to, like, get better at the same time. Am I correct within my assumption there?
I would love to improve, yes.
Oh, of course. So I'm assuming that you and all the other shard mines are going to be tagging along with us now? Would you maybe want to, like, utilize your culinary skills and practice for us and allow us to, like, eat the things that you make so we can have decent meals on this ship for once?
If you are asking me to be your personal cook on this adventure that you have brought me on, saving me from destruction or being sold into slavery, absolutely, I would be honored.
Yeah, it's just, I know we're coming from the whole slave thing, and I don't want you to think this is another one of those instances, because I'm not going to be able to pay you,
I understand how that might look the same.
Yeah, Bognak's my sugar daddy, technically, so I'm working with what I got here.
I would only have one requirement.
And what would that be?
I wish to have the nicest apron of Millwest. The prettiest apron.
Prettiest apron of Millwest.
So that I may look my best while cooking.
When you say prettiest apron of Millwest, tell me the first thing that pops into your head. Like, describe it to me.
Flowers, sparkles, sequins, daffodils, angels, to name a few.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. I will do my best to try and locate something like this for you.
This might be a good time to remind you, there is one specifically good at sewing named Torg.
Oh, perfect.
Bognak says from lying asleep.
Just in his sleep.
Right. I'll do my best to locate this apron for you, Korg. Could you possibly... I know that I kind of just, like, asked you a favor, but I feel like that's more of a bonding moment that we had rather than asking for a favor. So now I'm going to transition into asking for a favor. Could you, or like your crew of merry shard mines that you accumulated to be your cooks in the kitchen, potentially locate a few items throughout the city for me while we embark on our mission later?
You wish for me to join and go to the city?
Well, I mean, I'm asking if you kind of want to, like, take over control of the kitchen and the people that, are kind of here working with you. and you and them go out and get a few items for me that I kind of had on my mind that would be very useful to have in the kitchen.
I believe we're at a place now where I could leave a couple to tend to the butter while we go out, but I will warn you, I don't know much about the city. I have never been.
Oh, yeah, neither have I, so I don't... Is there one of you around that is good with destinations and locations and stuff? You all seem to have a very specific...
In the kitchen,
palate.
as you ask this, they tell you that they have all used, or well, their owners at one point have used the Shard Mine Emporium. But the Shard Mine Emporium has different branches at different parts of Cinder Island. The two main ports have one, and then there's a couple scattered. And they all happen to have been shaped and crafted from one of those, so not within Millwest. So the Shard Mine Emporium is like a franchise, so to speak, but it's owned by the
Yeah. That's like big corporate entity, and then it has locations elsewhere as well.
Correct.
That's good information. Didn't know that.
I will say that one of them speaks up, Zorg, who happens to be in there, and he says if, he can see a map or something or be told where things are, he's got a great memory and he can know it immediately.
Oh, perfect. Obtain that information. These are just really two items that I would love. I would love if you could get your hands on some Dust of Deliciousness. I really feel like that would enhance the food that we have and would help us out a little bit. The other thing that I would like for you to obtain we most likely will need an alchemy jug would come in handy.
We do not have any money. Would you provide the funds?
Oh, here's 200 gold that Bognak gave me earlier.
I took that gold back explicitly last time.
Livia's gonna go and take it off of Bognak's sleeping body.
Stealth check.
She knows it would be okay.
Stealth check.
That will be a 13 plus 9, 22.
Oh my god, yeah, Bognak, you're sound asleep, buddy.
Roll a perception. 20 perception.
Your passive perception is like a 14 or something. Okay, cool. They are acknowledging. You're going to gain 1 positive relationship point with Korg.
Beautiful. And then, since I requested the items that I would like and gave them gold, did the thing, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, everybody's long resting. You're going to wake up maybe 10 minutes past when they do. In that long rest, Russ is sitting in the cabin where Bea was asleep, and he's trying not to fall asleep because he didn't get sleep last night. Just dozing off as Bea wakes up, and you hear Morton's owl outside talking. He's obviously woken up. And Penny has woken up.
Kind of like groggily sits up and rubs her eyes and says, "Oh shit, how long was I out for?"
You were out for like 8 hours.
Dang, it seems way longer than that. Feels like I've been sleeping forever. Anyways, I feel a lot better. What have you guys been up to while I've been sleeping?
Well, they made me carry all the rooter from one ship and then to another ship, and then they found a cat that turned into like one of the kids of a famous enterprise, and a lot's been going on. Also, we found out a lot of these crystal people have like really cool powers.
Okay, so nothing really exciting besides the rooter. Got it.
No like boom boom pow pow or anything.
Of course not. Not while I'm asleep. You know these guys.
Yeah. My advice would be, they got back from the Millwest Center. Sounds like lots of shit we can break there.
Oh shit, hell yeah.
Also, just, not to beat a dead horse, but just let's continue to keep up the DDA. I think they're all really buying it. I don't think they have any idea that you're preggers.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, totally, yeah. I definitely think it's working, Russ.
Sweet. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'm actually gonna rest now. I just wanted to make sure you were good while you slept.
Yeah, of course. I'll keep watch over you for a little bit until everybody else is up.
No, that's fine. You go have fun.
Are you sure? I mean, seems like everybody's asleep. Oh, okay, night, Russ.
And he's out.
He still sits there anyways, and she's just like staring him down with her hands in her lap.
He snores very loudly.
I mean, it's it for me. And Bee's gonna wait till everybody else that's asleep wakes up so she can kind of get the lowdown from somebody that isn't Russ about everything that happened.
All right. Outside, Penny and Mortenzell have woken up.
Yeah, they're just kind of chatting. Penny is prepping plans to start training today for the Shard Mines and the Pirates. So she's just kind of talking to Mortenzell about that, as she's going to use him to help. And she gives him a list of Shard Mines to round up because also we are in a weird sleep pattern because we went to bed early. But the Shard Mines we need to round up for sure are Zorg, Gorg, Morg, and Rorg.
Okay.
So we need those. So those four, and then yeah, they're just kind of chatting about what they are trying to do for this training exercise and what they need to do going forward. But I don't think anybody who went on the mission yesterday is awake. So I think they're all just kind of oh, I see that Clea made it back. That's good. Whose cat is this?
Oh yeah.
Will Hamming
Anyway.
might be awake.
Yeah, Will Hamming's just floating there. Oh, guys, I should tell you, Livia and I and Bognak, we all watched as Cleonile ripped Sister Francis apart.
What?
Oh,
Come on, guys, are you serious?
And they didn't even get your treasure.
Don't tell her that, Will. What the fuck?
do you know why they did that? Just any particular reason? Just out to eat her?
I think Cleonile was hungry. Oh, also they think the fact that she worked for a family as the moral barometer of a family that tortures and changes shard mines seemed wrong, so she felt justified.
Well, I don't know what any of that means, but all I know is somebody owes me some treasure.
I'm not going
Well-
back there.
Well, don't worry. Cleonile can look like anybody we need to turn in any reward that may need to be collected. So I'm sure that she can help you out with that. But what about this family? And who can I talk to about this? Cleonile's sleeping. Do you know any more about this family, Will?
Yes, they said they owned the Shard Mine Emporium, and that it's a branched franchise business, and that they live in the middle of Millwest, where their museum of stuff is on the bottom, and then they live on the top.
That sounds absolutely problematic and on brand for this place. That seems like a thing that she kind of pauses when we may need to deal with. She kind of looks at Morton's out. There's so many other things to do. Cthulhu is attacking. Yes, we need to shut down this emporium or whatnot, but we did just free a bunch of shard mines, and there's more world to be seen. But
Why
perhaps
shut
we
it
can
down
contain
when
it.
you can use it to call even more shard mines? As you look over, the cat is just stretched out on this barrel, just kind of licking its paw.
All right, so whose cat is this, and why is it speaking to us?
He stands up, looks like Puss in Boots almost. Let me introduce myself. I am Sir Boyle Grifflin. I am the son of the Grifflin family. I want them dead. You want something, I know you do. So let's make it happen.
Well, let's start with why do you want your parents, it sounds like, dead?
'Cause I fucking hate them! They're awful people. They use their power by torturing, the race of shard mines, which I don't really care about, but they torture them to then pretend they're moral and put their horrible ideas in the Council of Millwast. They're just control freaks, and I just want to see everything they've created destroyed.
I agree with you, but hear me out. What is this thing that they're pushing? Just a nosy girl. What is... I've heard that now I assume that your father is connected to the Council of Millwast, and Millwast isn't Summit. I'm not sure if you've heard, but Cthulhu has attacked or risen and is destroying a bunch of things. And it's kind of a whole messy to-do. But it seems Cinder Island doesn't have anything to do with that. But I'm always looking for allies, and it seems that you might be just the perfect one.
Well, they're always pushing their high horse ideas. The last thing I heard them pushing was, I don't know, they're all about Cinder Island's independence from the rest of the world, and they're so confident Summit's gonna get destroyed, and, well, look what happened, so who knows, probably something to do with that.
And that is true. Some did get destroyed. I don't know if Millis had anything to do with that. But perhaps they did. We never really know who's pulling the strings around here. But checking out your parents seems to be an easy enough thing. Is there anything we should know about going in?
Well, you should know the whole place is protected with sensors that will alert very powerful wizards that stay in a building right beside it. That they'll just plop right in. Other than that, there's no security in the building whatsoever.
And I'm sure that the son of the company owner knows the password to turn off these alarms or whatever.
No, they don't trust me with that. But I know how to turn off the sensors regardless. I know where the secret door is. I know how to turn it off. All we gotta do is stroll in there, go through their little museum of wonder, right to the end, secret door, turn it off, go upstairs, kill mom and dad. It's really not... It's really not that bad. Sorry.
Yeah, that whole cat thing really gets to you. Now just, thinking a couple steps after, what happens when your parents no longer are doing anything and people start to ask questions? Which seem to be kind of important.
Well, seeing how I've been listening and you guys are very concerned with getting these shard mines, I have a reason why villains summon Cthulhu, help Cthulhu. I'm not going to judge. Sounds like you need more on your side, right? Well, the center has a beacon that can call out to all the other branches. All you got to do is kill mom and dad, set the alarm, free upgrade to your shard mine, and watch them pour into your lap. Do what you want. I get my death, you get your army.
This beacon does sound like a good idea. Building armies out of oppression is not really my thing, but freeing a bunch of shard mines that lead to an army, not the worst thing that could happen to me.
Here's the only problem. If you do set off the alarms, these wizards will probably kill you. You guys don't seem like you can really handle it. And I'm pretty sure it'll already set off alarms if you walk in with more allies. Also, the ones of you that are on the posters should probably cover your face.
Thank you for stating the obvious, little boy who hides as a cat. I do appreciate it, but I'm aware. I'll leave my friends to finish resting before we can get anything done and to gauge their opinions, but it seems like it should be pretty doable. You seem to underestimate us, and I assume that's what all people do because we're just villains who raised Cthulhu. So
Exactly.
we like to play that up. Correct. No one really looks at the pussy on the floor, as the saying goes. And she kind of looks down at him. So we make work with the shadows. We make work with the shadows. But I'll see what I can do. But I do have some work to do with my new friends. I do run a bunch of pirates and shard mines now. I need to get them in tip-top shape because, as I mentioned, Cthulhu is rising and I don't like to lose. So, and she kind of feigns off. I'm just like, okay, well, bye.
Boyle's gonna look over at Will Hamming. Is she always like this? Yeah, you get used to it. Are you a ghost?
Thank you.
Huh? Walks away in the background. They're both looking over their shoulder.
Let's take a second to appreciate Penny serving cunt.
Yeah.
Always, every day. That's all I do.
Oh my God! Welcome back. If you're probably watching this on YouTube, we did have some technical difficulties, so this is not live streaming to Twitch and Facebook. Sorry, viewers over there. So welcome back, YouTube viewers, for that quick little jump. Where we left off, Penny had just walked away after giving the heavy hand down to Will Hamming and specifically Boyle Grifflin. She walks away. Continue.
Oh, yeah, I made my dramatic exit. I was like,
Yeah, you're like, that's it. I've walked away.
I exited. But yeah, I mean, I guess everyone's still asleep, right? No one's up except
It's
me,
you
Morgenzau,
and
and
B.
B. Because everyone else likes partying.
Boyle.
Yeah,
the
I guess.
party has died down. It's been
Right.
8
I mean, well,
hours.
everyone else was partying, so they're
yeah.
they're now resting. But everyone's in these weird sleep schedules. Like my Sims. Yeah, one of the persons is me, so I guess I don't want to talk to myself. Hey B.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I was gonna ask you that.
Oh.
So it seems that we may be having to do a little mission into back into Mill West. And I'm assuming you would like to go collect your treasure, as it needs to be collected, I assume.
Absolutely. I'm getting what I was promised, first of all, if it's the last thing I fucking do. And I feel nice and rested up now, so I'm ready for whatever you need me to do to get to that treasure.
Well, there seems to be a cat that talks over there, and he says
Need
that
me
he
to
is
skin it?
not yet, but keep that on the back burner.
Okay,
He says that he's the child of the owners of that emporium, and he's gonna help us get in there because he doesn't like his parents and wants to kill them. Very Yumi energy, so definitely keep your eyes on him because don't trust people who kill their own families. That is not cute.
Aw, you.
It is.
I do miss them.
You just hear far off in the room where Russ is asleep, he screams in his sleep.
Right. And I get like a +1 in my own mind already with that person, like without even meeting them yet, because I'm like, oh, they like Yumi? Okay. But I don't like say that out loud at all.
It's great.
It might be best if you were to go in disguise as maybe. I paused saying this, but as an animal, perhaps maybe a smaller one, but I know you do turn into a bear, as we're currently all wanted for going to Dragontooth and all that. Ta-da! So we can't look like ourselves if you plan to go, which I assume you do. I'm staying here because that seems a little messy, but I will send Clea now to help out.
Perfect, yeah. Maybe I can just turn into something small and Cleo can just like hide me or carry me along. Nobody will notice. I'll blend right in.
Just Clea now and her cats, whatever works. But it sounds great. Just since you wanted to go in, I didn't want you to walk in, all beat out. But I don't know, I think I'm gonna start training these shard mines. Give them a little Dragontooth or Dragon's Gauntlet. What was that game we played? Lord.
Venom Run?
Venom Run. Thank you. I was
Venom
like,
Run.
give it a little Venom Run.
I'm not even sure.
He's like,
ever-
the high school days. And it was like not even that long ago. Like in context, it just seems so long ago.
Literally like a week or two ago.
Roleplay-wise.
I was going to say like 2 weeks.
Freshman year.
Yeah, if that.
Was it even a week? I thought it was like 3 days.
Yeah, I think it is like a little less than a week.
Oh my
We've been
god.
a traumatic 3 days. Okay.
I was like the queen of an island 2 days ago.
and then
Accurate.
My baby was conceived last week. Or not even yet. That's
that
wild.
is true. That is true.
That
How
is
much
a
am I
fast-
showing? Am I even showing yet?
No.
Like,
No.
You're just
Okay.
tiny.
Perfect.
But so that seems like that we'd be going that way. I was hoping to head towards Silver Swamps and find some more shard mines, but you mentioned a beacon that can summon shard mines, or maybe like it could. I'm not sure if it's a beacon that summons shard mines, or if you could just call other emporiums and they can send over shard mines, like Amazon. That was kind of a miscommunication on my part, but
That's what I
it's still a very notable possibility to do, especially with Clea now. She can just look like anyone we kill and just impersonate them. So maybe we can keep up our Mill West impersonations. But that's officially the end of my sentence. Thank you. That's all Penny has. Just like that is all.
B stands up straight and just salutes and like turns away and like marches back like inside where Russ was before.
Like, oh.
She just goes back to like the sitting position and like staring at him.
That's horrifying.
Just full on
She's like sitting like L in Death Note. She's like sitting like that, but like her face is like inches away from his face.
Just eating candy, just really
Okay.
close.
Yeah, Penny will have a little moment of she'll sit with Morton Zhao, wait for these shard mines, or I guess everyone else will start waking up, and she will start to do a little prayer, little thing she picked up from Clea now, and just have a little sit and chat and just kind of kill time.
All right, so we skipped ahead a couple of hours for them to finish their long rest. It was around 10, but now if they're doing a full long rest, you're looking around like 6 o'clock in the afternoon now, if you want to do the full 8 hours.
Did we start at 9 at least?
You
Cut an hour.
No. This is all happening within like 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Cool.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, we're going to skip forward 8 hours. It is now 6 p.m. The butter has been made. I will say that small group led by Korg has already made their way off to Millwast to buy these items.
Okay.
Russ is up, feeling great. He's going to, like Russ always does when he wakes up, quickly kind of get up like he's already started for the day and headbutt Bea because she's that close by accident. Oh, God! Oh,
Bea's head doesn't move at all. Like when he butts heads into her, like he ricochets
knocks
off, and her head is still like in the same exact place.
He puts both hands at the side of Bea's head. Did I hurt the baby?
My ass is fine. My ass is fine. The DDA, it's fine. It's fine.
Is someone listening?
You were kind of loud. I'm covering your tracks.
Oh, right. Oh! The butt. Damn it.
What?
Can you guys just hear?
Yeah. It's
He's
really
like, ow,
weird.
the butt, and I'm like, shh.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
weird how you're both yelling yet whispering at the same time.
It's
About
weird.
anal? Question mark?
Russ just calls Bee's butt baby, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, not all of Bee. Just
Also,
her
don't
butt.
forget,
Oh.
Bea has a lizard tail. That is still
hey,
canon.
Never mind that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
does Bognak.
No,
So
I
does-
lost.
He
no, I
lost his when
my
he
lizard
transformed.
No, Bognak has born again Bognak body.
This is some bullshit, bro.
Are you feeling
Honestly-
insecure about your butt right now, Bea?
It was the potion. That was it all along.
Yeah.
Specifically her tail, Russ, and it looks like
You're
you need
not
to make
in
her
the
feel better
room.
about herself.
You're not in the
What?
room.
Russ is into
I'm
it.
talking through the cracks of the door.
B's not insecure about it because it's literally like it's like a dinosaur like looking tail. Like it's scaly and has like scales.
Yeah,
on
he was
top
gonna
of
tell
it.
you there's no need to because it's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen.
No, literally. So B's not insecure about it. No. She just doesn't. She's keeping up with the DDA story, you know.
What did you do when I was
Right.
asleep?
For Russ's benefit too, because literally everybody fucking knows. I don't. Does Bognak know you? Bognak, you
That's the only
Only
one
one.
who has no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, Bognak.
He's just taking a nap.
Yeah, what did you do when I was asleep?
Penny has a plan. I need to help clean an aisle, and you're coming with us. I don't know how we're gonna sneak you in there yet, but anywhere I go, you go, right?
To the ends of the earth.
And they just salute at the same time.
Yeah. Cool.
How potent is like the butter? Like,
You
would
can
be-
smell it from where you can smell it throughout the entire port.
So B like suddenly like shoots up and she starts like sniffing, you know.
Yeah.
Her little animalistic side like snaps in for a second and she's like, smell that?
Yeah, I would catch students smoking that all the time in the library.
She just grabs his hand and like starts like crawling with like one hand behind him, like dragging him along right up to like wherever it is. She like follows the scent to where the
Okay,
butter
so
is.
you guys are gonna see the door open up. They're gonna come crawling out, Scooby-Doo, full nose to the ground. Morton's Alpenny, you see this happening. Pirates who are drinking coffee, I guess not coffee, beer, drinking beer, seeing this. Boyle's licking his balls and just kind of like looks over, like, huh? And you guys are just gonna see Russ and Bea making their way towards that building where all the butter is still being made by a few shard mines, and they're almost done actually. And actually, you're going to get to the door, B, and the door is unlocked. You open it. A couple of shard mines are sitting there talking, and the last one is staring. And as you walk in, he says, "It's almost done." And you look over at the table, and there's about 15 crates, like wooden square crates, full of mason jars full of rooter butter. And it is so pungent in there.
She's gonna like try it and sneak over towards like the shard mine that is stirring it.
Uh-huh.
You want me to roll a
Girl.
stealth
Yeah,
check
I
for it?
do.
'Cause don't
I
want
do.
him- Okay, I was gonna say I don't
Bea,
want
what
him
are
to
you
notice. She like turns around. She's like, "Shh, that was a 15," and she like tugs him along a little bit.
Okay, yeah, he's...
Lord.
She's kind of waiting, like, what she's looking for is, like, she's kind of, like, sitting there, you know, almost, like, in attack mode. She's waiting for the shard mine to, like, turn around.
All right, so
Like,
as you guys
have
go
his
in,
back to the, whatever he's stirring.
very quiet, you're just going to go under the counter, under the table, kind of go around the room to where he's steering. You can see his legs right there. You can see past his legs the 2 shard mines that are hanging out, and he's standing there. You hear him telling them almost done. 150 jars of rooter butter is a lot of rooter butter. You guys have any idea what they want to do with all of this? Shard might have a conversation about throwing out ideas of what they could do, and you just see those legs turn around and just kind of lean against the table, the steering.
How big is, like, the pot he's stirring?
The pot would be directly above you. He's taken it off the stovetop onto this, like, table counter, but it is... I mean, if you ducked, you could probably fit in it. It's that big.
Okay. He's gonna, like, turn around and she's gonna smirk at Russ and, like, raise her eyebrows a little bit and just grab him and goes, "Just trust me."
I do.
She's gonna yank him up and she's gonna, like, jump up onto the table and she's gonna, like, dive into the pot head first.
Roll me another stealth check.
Into the pot of hot.
Oh, that was an 11.
Okay, so as you jump up there, there is some that spilled on the table. Slip, and you're going to slip. 1 second. Russ kind of catches you from falling on the shard mine, and kind of tilts you towards the butter. But as it does make a splash. The shard mine's going to turn, and Russ has got his hands over the vat. You're nowhere to be seen in the butter.
It just looks so good. That's what it is that I was smelling.
I'm sorry. Would you like to help make the butter?
Oh, you know, I think this is the best batch you've ever made. I should take it and really look at. In fact, you guys should leave. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
He blinks.
B sticks a hand out super fast as soon as he asks that, and she can remember where he is outside, and she grabs onto him and tries to yank him.
He's like holding onto the side. The shard mine kind of backs up because his hand came out and is pulling it.
Oh yeah, it's very good stuff. Wow. Well, I need a hand when the thing you're making needs a hand.
I'll be right back. Bloop. He's gonna dive in, except he's really big, so he's just like goes in, and you're in it, so only he can get about his legs in. So he's like sitting at the edge of a pier kind of thing, dipped his head in, talking to you.
Bee's just cackling, like she's laughing so hard that like the butter is just like filling her mouth.
She's drowning in
then like she starts to like slowly stand, and it's like ring style. Like when she like steps up out of the butter, like all of that like nasty hair is like in front of her face. Yeah, like as she like looks up and she makes like direct eye contact with the shard.
The shard mines have all backed up. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
wizard.
Russ is looking at you.
And she just reaches down and takes a handful of butter and just like goes and licks it, and then grabs his hand again and pulls him and starts to run back out.
You and Russ need to make Constitution saving throws with a very high DC.
Jesus Christ.
So you just wanted to get in the butter and leave?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what a potent like swab will do to someone. Let's test it. They're good test subjects.
I have DDA, Bognak. I just polluted that whole thing of butter.
Yeah, I'm not eating any of this butter
And
now.
I'm just disgusting in general, so that whole thing is ruined.
What did you roll?
19.
We'll fix it.
Okay, Russ rolled a 4. So as you jump out, you take a big bite. It's not hitting you yet. Maybe later, maybe it doesn't hit you at all, but you don't feel the effects. You look over.
Russ is immediately like,
I don't think you've ever been high before. I don't think I've ever seen
that
with
tracks.
Russ.
he jumped in a vat of butter.
B is just cackling. She throws her head back laughing, and she laughs so hard and her feet are so slippery that she's gonna like slip and fall on her back like next to the table.
Cartoon style.
So she's still right there.
As both you and Russ are laughing hysterically on the ground. The shard mines have run out of the room. Penny, Morton's out. You're going to see the shard mines come up and yelling, "There's a monster in the butter!"
Penny's definitely like, what?
Do I see the butter monster?
No, because they're still in
Yeah,
there,
I'm
but
still in
you
the
saw
building.
Bea and Russ crawl with their noses towards the room.
I'll come check it out. Penny will
As
head
Penny
over there
walks
to-
in, Bea is sitting like complete dog style. She's like licking herself like this, like taking
Jesus.
turns cleaning herself.
Russ is leaning against the table in a long tangent. It's funny because like the different kinds of papers for the different books, they had no idea that one could show ink and one didn't show ink. And they're just having this full-on conversation.
B, is this your project? This butter thing that's happening here?
He still has like a chunk of the butter in her hand. She goes to like throw it, but I don't even want to roll for it because I'm gonna like totally miss because I'm so high. Like I'm gonna go to throw it and it lands like right in front of like Penny's feet probably. I'm like, want some?
And Penny kind of just like again walks out. She's like, I'm just gonna. Korg, who orchestrated all of this?
Korg goes to talk, but you hear very loudly from the room before you, "Do you think Penny saw us?" Korg.
Oh shit!
Korg is like, "I think the butter is still good. I don't think they've." Wait, Korg is not there. Korg is in.
Yeah,
in
Korg's in the
Millwest.
party. Yeah.
The one that is outside of those
Oh.
two is Florg and Storg.
Oh,
What is
I believe we
Flora?
got the
Florg
mix
is the
up.
home decoration. Storg is good at aiding in childbirth.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, that's
Buddy.
convenient. That's very convenient.
Is this for your project? I mean, is this for your own fruitions, or did someone ask you to do this? All this butter you're making?
Olivia asked us to make weed butter. Or Bruiser butter.
Sorry.
That seems like a Livia thing to do. That's being Russ. I assume they're gonna be like that for a while. I would advise just to work around them and try not to give them any more. Seems like the best bet.
Well, we should get all the jars out of there and just, let them have fun with that vat.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay. Could I get some help with this?
Absolutely. Let's gather some pirates to help you out, and we'll start moving some of these barrels and whatnot.
Okay, Storg and Florg are going to go get some pirates and bring them over and start moving those crates out of the room, trying to avoid the hysteria of these two on the floor.
Wouldn't it just be easier to move them and the vat than all of the other?
Storg is
crates?
going to look at Bognak and be like, "Would you like to try?"
I feel like if you just move the butter, they'll just kind of follow.
Okay, Florg is going to grab the vat of
There for
butter
a while.
and back up out of the room while watching them.
It's like, wait. No.
Come
She
on,
doesn't
Pete.
like get up to move at all.
I just start.
Russ still in the vat.
No, Russ fell out with me.
No, you're both
Just
just
depression.
laying there,
Yes.
rolling in butter.
Bognak's gonna pick me up and just put her in the vat again. Just be like, there you go. And he's just gonna push Russ because I think he's still got buttery feet. He's like, we're just gonna follow along.
Cool. Florg and Storg are going to take all the jars and crates to the ship where the rest of the barrels of the Rooter are and secure that on the ship.
Are we like all woken up at this point
Yes.
of this happening?
Yes, everyone is awake.
Olivia wakes up and I'm like, oh, I see my butt.
You smell
Pop
it.
out.
Oh, I smell my butter's done. And then I go and I look and I like see Bea and Russ in a vat of butter that Bognak is pushing.
B is like
Livia,
at this
like-
point, B is like taking the butter and she's like pretending to take a bath like with the butter, so she's like taking it and rubbing it like under her armpits and like scrubbing her back with it.
This is genuinely a blessing. If this is the only way we can get her to take a bath, this was worthwhile
Livia
entirely.
like, just like full on face palms and then like has a realization moment in her head. She's like, There are definitely some freaks out in this world that will pay such high dollar for that goddamn butter. That bitch is a fucking genius.
We're gonna have to burn this butter. It's infected with dirty ass. This is.
And then so Livia hasn't said anything yet, and she sees this, and she's like, "Bathe up, B. We're the butter bitches now."
B says, "Get in here, Livia."
Russ turns and hugs Bognak.
I think we got off on a bad start. Yeah, I think you're just a weirdo, but I think we have stuff in common. And also, B's pregnant. Shh. With the dinosaur.
She got pregnant with the dinosaur.
I did it.
I'm so glad that happened for you.
Don't tell anybody. Everyone thinks it's because their butt is stinky.
Does that mean it's okay to eat the butter then?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm shocked. That's wow. I'll keep that. It's just you and me, bud. Even if you remember telling me. Although I am hurt because I think we were each other's first friends outside of me and Will, and then you kind of left me. But it's okay. I just missed you.
I did that to you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's clean the slate, man. Let's clean it. You want to go to neutral relationship points?
Well, I'm at +4, so that'd be wild. Step back.
You don't want to go to neutral?
What is a neutral relationship point? What is a
0?
I don't know, man. I'm just afraid everybody's looking at me as not one of the squad.
It's okay. No, you're part of it. We're all in this together, man.
Are you upset because I didn't get you pregnant?
No, I don't. That's the last thing I want. I'm not into that. I don't want to be pregnant. Yeah?
I think you've got a good chance with Will.
We're not. Yeah, that's great. It's truly platonic. I don't know. Bognak is still holding Will's hand. I don't know where it's... Will, you want to get on this hug? It's good practice. Will, you just hug.
You feel his shoulder lean against you.
Yeah, there we go, guys. Yeah, Penny, do we have important things to do today? I think we're a little derailed.
B chucks a ball of butter at Bognak and Will with the intention of hitting them.
All right.
Livia looks over. B, stop throwing the butter.
B, roll an athletics check.
Oh my goodness.
Athletics and attack roll.
That was a 10. It wasn't good.
Yeah, she misses you guys. It's like she expected it to be a snowball, but it just liquefied around. It just missed you guys.
What if it just went through Will?
It does.
You nailed it.
Parts of it go through his head.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to leave.
Got him.
All right, you guys have fun. This was a productive way to start my afternoon. Love you, bud. You're part of the squad. Your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anyone. I just
At this point, Livia walks up and she's like, "What secret, Bognak?"
That he's not feeling as loved as part of the squad, and yeah, that's it. He just wants to be recognized.
Livia, do you see me as part of the squad?
Russ, no matter what, you will be a part of the squad.
Then it's secret time all around. I think you're really attractive, but not like B. Like, you've got like a clean thing going. And I would never do anything B didn't want me to do, so no going after the boy.
Did you have something else besides that creepy comment to say, Russ?
He's gonna look at Bognak.
No other secrets.
No,
so there's other secrets.
Well, there. There's a secret, but I don't want to tell you.
No other secrets. No other secrets.
No, right. There's not another secret.
Not no comma other secrets.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know this? If you know the secret, well, you don't know the secret, do you? If he's pregnant?
I do know the secret. I do know the secret, Russ.
All right, then I'm not telling you it.
Okay, don't tell it then. I didn't think you would to begin with.
Looks at Bognak.
Don't have the ball.
Bognak just starts looking around. Gorg! gonna practice archery. I'm just getting away from this.
You hear
Actually, Penny.
you hear booming 3 times louder while they're having this weird moment over there with this butter. Penny's on the ship and she says, "Attention all pirates and shark minds. Practice will begin in 15 minutes. Practice begins in 15 minutes. Please find yourself at the dock. We'll begin in 15 minutes. Thank you. See you all there."
As soon as Bea hears Penny, she shoots up, and she jumps out of the vat, and she shakes off like a dog, when they get out of the lake or something. She shakes it off everywhere, and she's just covered at this point, so it splatters all over the place. And then she kind of brushes herself off, and then just walks like a normal person towards the docks.
That's how you know she's high, because she's trying to walk normal.
Yeah.
It's not all fours.
Right. It's bipedal walking very slowly.
Bea and Russ do the opposite when they're high. He descends into madness, and she becomes straightforward.
Well, which strain were they smoking? Anyway, I'm just gonna go to Penny and be like, all right, so I don't know what happened while I was getting my armor on and getting ready for the day, but yeah, basically, I don't know if we'll include you in. There's the family, all this stuff. Cleonile and Livia kind of went berserk and killed that nun, so I don't know if Bea knows.
We talked about it, yes.
Okay, cool. Are we just kind of done with this town? Are we going to interact with this town any further? I say we go back and get this druid guy's stuff. Just let him get his stuff, because he's probably got some cool stuff. And load up on some potions, some health potions, perhaps. I saw a very interesting wizard when I was there. He seemed like a shop owner that had items for magical storage, so that may be good for our journey. We're going to need a lot of food, water, things like that. And I know you and I can't go into town.
Yeah, my intentions were to probably head up towards Silver Swamps and just kind of avoid Mill West, but I talked to Boyle, and he mentioned that he wants to rid his parents from this world. And that seems like it can be a good play for us, I suppose. They are apparently very problematic people, which is why Clea now had to get rid of that cat nun lady. I always think that the religious folks will be nice, but it never works out well in my favor. But either way, she's gone. But Clea now can look like her, or perhaps look like Boyle, or perhaps look like the mother or the father, or really anyone, which is a good, fun thing she can do. So maybe we can have an inside person if we send Boyle back in. He wants to be in with the pirates, and, well, he's in with us, so he's already got what he wants.
Yeah, I don't know an infiltration plan. I'd have to probably stay outside the city. I can maybe cover my face, but I feel like with the death of insert long name, gnomish name here, there's a bit more of a target on my back thanks to Nugs. But I agree with you. I've been thinking. I agree with what you've been saying about the system being broken, and it seems broken here too. So whatever we got to do to do a little reset, I'm good with. But yeah, but it's also not take too much time or cause more enemies, because we've already got a really bad.
I can sadly say that she kind of looks around at the probably yelling pirates and the students on the ship and just all the people we have gathered here. I can't say that this will be quick and or painless for anyone involved, but it was sure to be an experience, absolutely. But we'll try to make it as easy as possible for all involved on our sides, at least. But I figure having some wizards on our side is going to be better than nothing. But they seem like they're problematic.
There was one wizard who shed a lone tear at the ceremony, and so she might be a good follow. I don't know. I could try and draw her face, but that's about it. I know nothing else about her.
Cleonile saw her.
Yeah, Cleonile might have seen her. Yeah, they saw me. Yeah, Cleonile can maybe shape into her or something. But yeah, just know whatever you plan, I'll let you take the lead here. I got you back. You know our strengths. And I go to kind of clasp Penny on the shoulder, but I've still got butter on me from Russ, so I just kind of slide. I'm like, yeah. I got you.
Funny you say that. I'm actually thinking I'm going to put you in charge of this recon thing, since we can't really go anywhere, like you said. And Clea now mentioned that you were in the woods or whatever, so maybe you can go. I've heard these sharp minds can do really fancy things. And I think one of them can speak over long distances, so perhaps you could wait outside with one and you do your looking thing and they can send in messages if we have, I don't know, separate teams going or doing things. But having outside eyes would be helpful in that case. I personally would not be attending for sure because this space is known.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm going to wear my cloak and I don my potato sack, unless, again, we think the carrot's more effective.
I was like, say, bring back the costume.
Carrot.
Bring back-
Carrot.
Get in the chat, everybody. Do you think I should wear the carrot? All of you at home watching live from YouTube. So,
What do you know? 400 people said carrot.
wow,
Yeah.
I can't fight that. Bognak goes to put on the carrot over his armor, which is very ill-fitting.
Russ laughs hysterically.
Russ, it's called Recon.
Or
Will
fantastic.
Hemming shows up dressed up like broccoli. Are we doing this again?
It's a ton of sodas now, so that's good.
Ew.
Laundry
Me-
Fatale walks out of the room just
Oh.
making fun of Bognak, and then Cleonile just brings herself back. She's like, it's getting old.
That was genuinely horrifying because that could just happen.
Yeah.
You need to relax a little bit. Maybe have some butter.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough butter today. I will have one nice ale. Take the edge off.
Just swipe
Speaking
it for a
of-
pirate.
Speaking of butter, Livia, I heard this belongs to you. You're doing a whole thing.
Yeah, I kind of orchestrated, first I found all this rooter, because apparently they just take it from people. So I took it from the people who took it from the people, and we made a lot of butter out of it in this little shack kitchen. And I figured
Okay.
maybe we could utilize it, and if we ever have anybody on the ship, we could, offer them a little sweet treat and fuck them up real good, and then have our way with their minds.
It's a weapon now that I've been in it.
This sounds illegal.
You make quite a bit of butter on the hopes that someone comes to visit. Are we expecting guests?
Oh no, I thought we could also probably sell it. I'm like, there's got to be a market for it,
That makes
pirates
sense.
and everything.
Yeah. Did you guys have any grasp as well? I think we need to go to town for supplies as well as talking about selling things. Maybe we could go under the ruse as this butter salesman and buy some more supplies. I really think we should load up on some potions for the group. And
I mean, do we know what
Yeah.
the stipulations of rooter are here? Like, do they just accept rooter butter? Like, is it a thing, or are they like, no, you go to jail? Like,
Is it illegal here? Oh, I don't know. Does anyone?
None of you are from Cinder Island. You wouldn't
I was
know.
like, people.
it's a pirate civilization. I look at.
Oh
one
wait.
of- Do we still
Speaking
have
of, oh, go ahead. No, go
Let's say,
ahead.
do we still have that turtle with us that did grow up on Cinder Island? I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he's
sure?
on the smaller ship, helping put the rooter and everything in the right spot, moving stuff around.
oh,
Is
let's
we
go interrogate him.
is Rooter legal here?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. So we're selling this potent shit, and we need to get Bea, someone wring Bea out of all the butter that's on her back into the vat. We're gonna jar it up. And we're gonna sell it at a special price.
Speaking of Bea and
Hope you read
potions,
this.
I'm pretty sure she has a bunch of them in her hair from that cabin down there. And I point at the fucking captain's cabin that we destroyed that dude in. So we might just want to go through some. We might have more than we need, but Bognak is right. Perhaps we should send two separate teams. One to go to the Emporium to do some more murderous activities, and some others to do some more delicate shopping. Maybe Bognak can go shopping. Bognak
With
can
Emporium.
Again, can't go shopping. They know me. They know my face.
Oh well, you're right.
And when you're there,
Someone
your
else on your
family.
bed. Oh, the
I mean, there's different Emporiums outside of the city limits.
but we need to go to Boyle's because he wants to kill his parents, and I think they only.
Oh
work at
yeah,
the
we're
one.
definitely going to the main ones, but Bognak could go and check out one of the side ones on the outskirts of the city. I doubt they would know who he was.
I don't want an emporium. I just want stuff.
Yeah, he wants to go shopping, but he can't show his face. It's a conundrum he's having, but that's all right. We can send some other people in our stead. We sent the shard mines in to the city earlier, so perhaps we can send them, or pirate. Perhaps we can send someone we trust. Perhaps we can send some of the militia from the summit. They're pretty neutral parties. They can go do some shopping for us on our behalf. Zergey's already been there once. Looks over at Clea now.
Also, is Boyle around?
He's on a barrel just watching you guys.
Yeah,
We all look over at the cat.
I think we go back, take as much stuff of value from your place as you can. Do you know what they do with all those potions after a ceremony? They seem rather wasteful. Do they, like, save them somewhere? Do they just dump them, like, in a trash can? Maybe we can...
Oh, you mean that drink they was serving?
Yeah, they already had a bunch of extra potions. Maybe we
Oh,
can...
that shit's
It was
so
good.
boring. We have tons of that in our kitchen.
That seems helpful. That seems...
Not all of us have accessibility to that little stuff, you little shit.
I can lead you into it.
That's all we're asking. Thank you.
You help me kill them, you can have whatever's in the house. I don't care.
And I
So
saw...
when we kill them, we take what we want.
I saw a shopkeep as well that looked like he focused on stuff. He just had a lot of interesting flask and boxes on his person. It seemed like he could magically store stuff.
Yeah, we got those too.
Guys, our team, I think, and this is a risky play, but if we need more time, there is a way we can buy a lot more time, or fast forward it very quickly.
What are you talking about,
What do you
Bognak?
even mean?
Yeah,
It's a
well,
weird illusion, I feel like.
we could launch ourselves into the astral plane.
What's in there?
Well, not much anymore. A lot of dead pirates, some old dead students. There's a shopkeep there I'm friends with, and a fish
Define
shop.
friends.
Oh, we're pretty cool. We're actually pretty cool, but I wasn't a good salesman, so he kicked me out. And then there's a fish god that's there.
Not gonna ask about that one.
Just a large fish god. I followed it for about a year. I had a really long journey. Some would say brutal, but I was gone for
Really?
like 6 hours, and well, I was gone for 6 years. To y'all, I was gone for like 6 hours.
That sounds like
Horrible.
a lot of trouble, and then I still gotta come back, and a little time has passed. And
Yeah.
you don't seem, and I do say this in the nicest way possible, Bognak, for a man who's traveled the astral seas for 6 years, you look very similar to the rest of us.
Yeah, that was a discussion about power balancing and make sure encounters weren't imbalanced. I feel
I
like
would
if
say
we
your
all,
skin looks much better. Like that, absolutely. Like your leg, like the not being all like. That was a really funny
Yeah.
thing. I didn't think you were gonna come back from that.
now I'm just dead
Right.
inside.
Oh well, that's everybody.
Oh,
So-
welcome.
Thanks, Will. That's true. My constant.
You're
reminder.
more alive than ever.
Make me
That's-
feel alive.
Livia's writing in her journal.
They're just gonna keep doing that.
You make me
But-
solid, Bognak.
Oh, I think he means hard.
Yeah,
He
really.
just-
Write that down.
He means the limbs, the upper limbs, not the appendages.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, that's bound.
But anyway,
Um,
that's an option. We could take some of those storage containers and open up an astral portal. And maybe it doesn't have to be us that we send. That could be a little something we do.
Or we can use the holding mechanisms to steal a shit ton of stuff.
All of
And
that,
do
yes.
that instead.
As many potions and things as we can muster. But I say we loot the shit out of this town, kill that kid's parents, and get the hell out of here.
I would also, I'm not against stealing from people, though it's not my thing. When stealing from casters, just be careful. They do like to booby trap their shit. They're very self-conscious. I met lots of them at Dragontooth, and they are paranoid, to say the least. But
Yeah.
if you can get around that, then take all the shit you want. We've broken one curse in the last 48 hours. Why not break some more?
I think if one thing was confirmed by our dear friend here's comments, there are some things that are worth the world to people like me and people like us that didn't really grow up with much, that they wouldn't even think to booby trap.
Oh, the cabinet of potions. I was like what? But yes.
I know.
Well, if you have an inside man who tells you all the things they don't care about, you can absolutely sell all the forks and spoons you want to. I think that's a great idea. Mortonzow and I think our best bet is to stay here and work with our new recruits to get them in tip-top shape.
Who are all in formation awaiting training.
Yeah, so look at them.
ladies,
It's been 30 minutes since you said 15 minutes. They're very patient.
We started having other conversations. We're like, we'll do it in a second.
Sergey is also going to offer his assistance. He wants to help him. I don't know why he's Russian now.
I like it.
I thought he's been Russian. I'm not going to lie.
Sergey.
He is French. He is from Sante.
Yes, I will leave, Clea now with the rest of you to do that, and Penny will turn her efforts towards the pirates and the shard mines. So I split my personality now.
Okay, Penny, go ahead and describe some about your training, and I'll give you a roll while this is happening, and I'll let you roll periodically as they're doing this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna split them up into some groups. I don't know how many pirates we have. We never really
You have
established.
35 pirates and 15 shard mines, 4 of them left. So there's 11
Gotcha.
shard mines. 35. 11.
We're gonna get Gorg is going to do archery. We're gonna put him in charge of some pirates, and he's gonna have them learning how to be archers because them hoes all have swords. Be better.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the other half of them who are gonna stick with their melee weapons. Will be training with Rorg, Mr. I can pick up heavy shit.
Okay.
And then the other shard mines will be working with myself and Morgan Zorg. Morg, the Death Dar guy, he will make sure people aren't just out here getting yeeted. And Zorg and Zerge, I guess, will work on he has a memory, and they'll work on just memorizing people's attack patterns and just building up a rep list of what people do, what works best for them. So we
Cool.
can have them.
Which one do you want to roll for first?
Let's go with what kind of roll is it? Do I get to know that?
Not yet.
Okay. Let's go with Rorg. We're gonna teach some pirates to do the things they're already good at, which is hitting stuff.
Roar hitting stuff. Okay. He is going to train them. Go ahead. Well, this would be a roar roll.
I need to train them first. I need to give them a preemptive training.
Okay, so
training.
Roar can roll with advantage because you're helping them. Just an athletics check with advantage, and he has a +5.
Oh, athletics advantage.
Strong daddy.
15.
Stronger.
Okay, yeah. As you're watching this happen, he's
Mommy.
already getting people to lift very heavy things. The training's already starting to work. All right, so we'll let that happen right now. Yeah, immediately. Wow, what a good teacher. As that's happening, the rest of you from the Butterfood fight, what are you doing? Cleonile is joining you, by the way.
Yeah, I think Bea and Clea and I are gonna get together and discuss plan that Penny wanted us to carry out together.
Yeah, and I'll also be taking place in that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
I will join too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Clean Knowledge will just be oh, well, I don't think Penny had a specific idea in mind, but she just wanted us to go back, and she knew that you'd be coming, so she wanted you to stay with us. But what do we think works best? If we take Boylan and kill the parents, I guess we could... Well, I guess the first problem is getting in. But we can all get in.
So,
Turns into an animal.
in order for
Well,
us to get in and everything, Bee can turn into a smaller animal than a bear, and
I've never seen
roll
it.
in with us. We take the other cat with us. Bognak stays at a distance. Cleonile, you should transform into Nunny Poo, and I'll just walk you into town like I'm returning you, because I found you. Because I'm sure they think you're missing.
Should
And
I
if anything, you can
try
validate that.
wild shape into a cat too, so it doesn't seem as suspicious because there's two cats? Should I
Yeah,
go
and
something
on that
smaller,
note,
like something that y'all can hide in your pocket, like a frog or something smaller than a cat?
I would go with
No.
something. I would personally go with something smaller because I'm sure the family would recognize Boyle in his cat form. But if Boyle showed up with another cat, they'd probably be like, "Now who's this? Can you also show us who you are?" So maybe it's best if she says.
and
given
as
all
soon
the
as
others-
Bognak says that, Livia casts Find Familiar and summons her cat Bubbles.
so many cats,
More cats. Just so many cats.
so they're all just familiars and Boyle. Cool.
Yeah.
Boyle,
Well,
do you know?
if we're gonna leave now, Bee's gonna wild shape.
No, wait until the lands are done so we get every minute possible.
Yeah, you only get an hour. Boyle's got a
I know.
special ability.
Yeah,
I didn't know if we were like leaving now.
No, because
it'll
Boyle, do you
take
know?
us longer than an hour to get there, probably.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah. Boyle, do you know a secret way into the city?
Yes.
Like where we
We
don't
were
have to
still in.
register ourselves?
Oh yeah, I can bypass that easily.
Where?
I mean, let me lead. I'll show you.
Can Livia do an insight check to see if he's like punk ass bitch teenager like fronting with me right now, or if he's like being legit and actually knows a way?
Roll an insight check.
Can I roll one too since I'm there?
Yeah, go ahead.
I blindly
Oh
trust him.
yeah. Oh, never.
I got a 19.
18.
He seems to be, well, to Livia, he seems to be using the same cadence and energy that he was before. So if you don't trust this, you didn't trust any of that, so I'll let you make that call. It's not definitive.
Fair.
B, this cat has a way of wanting to just destroy people that has this natural animal magnetism that I feel like you'd really like. Immediately
Okay.
trustworthy.
And I already had liked him before previously when they told me to watch out for him because he was like Yumi, so I'm cool with him.
Matricide. It just kind of sticks out in people.
Yeah. He's just
Definitely
going to
trust him.
waddle over and look up at you, B, and just wink.
He's gonna, like she did before.
Russ
What
is
did you
just going to
say?
stare at that fucking cat.
Livia looks over. What's wrong, Russ? You
Oh, also,
tell her.
Russ is here too. I forgot.
As soon as that cat forms back into one, I'm gonna kick its ass.
What do you
Russ, I'm not
What do
sure
you
that's...
mean forms into one?
Well, there's like 7 of them.
Oh, you're. Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not sure if he's high or we just have that many
Russ, can
cats
you
around.
transform into a small
So many.
cat?
No, but I can transform into a small dinosaur.
Not a cat.
Mm-mm.
Seems like you're fucked then.
I'm sure. Well, are dinosaurs? Oh, are dinosaurs even common around here?
Definitely not. Only cats.
Oh.
Sorry, Russ.
Oh,
Oh,
The same turtle is going to lift his head from the pirate ship. Yeah, that guy dinosaur's here.
oh. Well, let's see if they have dinosaurs here.
This guy's coming with us, right? We really could use his help.
No, I'm very busy moving these boxes.
No.
I'm sorry.
All the boxes are loaded on. What
He's
do you
been doing
mean?
that for a long time.
We put him in the wrong spots. We got to rearrange the whole thing.
I think he's just lazy. I think he just doesn't want to help.
Bognak, one negative relationship point with the turtle. How dare you?
they're like all behind the boxes, like smoking Rooter.
Butter.
Just drinking Rooter.
We had 150 jars. Now it's just 130. What the fuck happened?
They're rushing the turtle to the hospital.
Butter.
This is chaos.
Cool. So I say we do secret entrance, so that way he doesn't have to register into the city. That might help a little bit as far as
for sure,
navigation goes.
Yeah. Penny also mentioned that there was something about some sort of alarms or something, and wizards that live next door, and if we get caught, they'll come in and kill us. Can we learn more about that, please?
Yeah, they've
Look
got
over at the
sensors
cat.
all over the place, so if they sense any sort of... I mean, you move a piece of wood on the wall wrong, there was going to be wizards flying in there. You sneeze the wrong way that seems dangerous, wizards are going to be flying in there. I mean, they're not immediately going to kill you. They're going to think that your patron's there to buy stuff and have your shard mind changed. But, I mean, wouldn't you rather not have to deal with them than try to talk your way out of a mess?
Correct. That is why I asked you. Is there a way to turn it off or to not set the alarms off?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I said earlier. We would go to the welcome center and go around to the end of the secret door.
Whoa, I wasn't there for that conversation. Please come down. Thank you.
Oh, that's right. You're
literally.
Cleonile.
Whoa, we only share some things, not everything.
Literally nobody
You're
else.
individuals and also a throuple. Calm down.
Yeah, so he explains to you everything he explained to Penny earlier.
Oh, this makes sense. Okay.
Welcome center secret door sounds good. Yeah, I think this works all right, and I might wait at the secret entrance and keep an eye on you guys and run in if things go south.
I have one more question. This is for Boyle. Boyle, should I look like a shard mine or should I look like Sister Francis? If I look like Sister Francis, they may ask me things and I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, if you look like Sister Francis, they're definitely gonna approach you and talk to you. So, my best advice: transform into somebody that's there to purchase the service. Because if there's one thing I know about my family is they're vulnerable with their ego.
I guess I also have to look at Sister Francis because we're returning her for a reward. Oh,
Yeah.
Livia,
That's
you'll have to
kind
be
of
able
the
to
thing.
talk.
When B wants our money.
Perhaps I can.
Why would you do that? We're gonna steal the money. We kill my parents. We get in and out of there. There's so much shit.
Oh,
Looks over at B.
What's up?
We just
How do you... Oh,
How's that
goddamn.
butter doing, B?
all that butter.
we just need enough bags to hold the stuff. Do they have like stuff to hold it there too? Like maybe some bags of holding and.
You can put it in my hair.
I don't think you understand how rich my family is.
He really likes bags.
We don't, because we don't know. So
I'm not gonna-
elaborate.
Yeah, they're extremely rich.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to take some bags, guys.
Yeah, bags of holdings.
Yeah,
I have
mean,
no concept of money. So
Will your parents be easy to kill rich, or are they trained by Mill West rich?
Oh no, they're so weak. They're gonna be easy to take out. It's just all the guards, the wizards, if they appear. But if they don't appear, bye mommy, bye daddy.
Oh, you little stick.
He's
fuck.
like,
That's
he's like,
cute.
I love this guy.
right. Livia's like chiming in, like, I do too.
it'd be most effective to do a sneak attack on them then, right? So they can't alert any guards.
Yeah, we're gonna have to walk in the front door.
Yeah, that's not my forte.
It's the only
So
I'll
entrance
walk in
to
the front
place.
door with Cleonile transformed as whatever she feels comfortable transforming into.
Oh, yeah.
They
Well, I
don't
guess
know
I'll
my
just
face.
be.
I'm not wanted.
Well, they do know your face. We were here yesterday. So I guess we have to be the same people. I'll be Zerge again.
You don't have to. Be.
Oh wait, did we meet Mom and Dad? I didn't think we met Mom and Dad
Oh.
yet.
No, not the parents, but just being in the city. I mean,
You're
Yeah,
already
I thought we were
registered.
going
Oh.
secret. Yeah, we're
But they
already
know you're-
registered. We can go secret tunnel
But they-
wherever we're going.
Yeah, that's right.
But
But
they
when
said that-
you left, you were. I mean, you do sign out when you leave the city, and you went through the main entrance, so you are technically gone in the books.
yeah, they track people, and you're just like, if they see you again, they're gonna. If they happen to see you again, they will know who you are because you were just there yesterday.
If you sneak into the city,
Yeah.
Boyle will tell you, if you sneak into the city and you're not registered as being in the city, like if you get something where you get talked to by officials, they will put you in holding until they figure out what's going on. So
we
just
should
don't
be
make a scene.
very careful.
Would it
So
be better-
Cleonile, would you like to walk in through the front and us two at least be registered within the city?
No, I think I'm okay. I'll just look like other people who are already inside, so I can change my face.
And I'll just hide the best I can.
I think the people doing legitimate business could enter through the front, and then me and maybe Russ could go. And Will, I'd like Will to come along too if he's comfortable.
I'm going wherever Boyle's going.
Thank you, Russ.
I don't trust him.
I look at Livia and I'm like, this is a big win for you. I mean, like he had a lot of aggression. Seems like he just has a lot of aggression towards one person at a time. So just let it keep going.
Always. He's
Yeah,
such a fragile man.
That's
At least I called him a man, though, and not a boy. So, upgrade, I guess. You're welcome, Russ.
Does anyone else feel just like hot? To, like,
Put your pants,
touch?
please put your pants back on.
Don't tell me what to do!
Why are they off?
Free!
Oh, okay. I take my pants off.
Okay, so we're going into the city and not using the secret door, or are using the secret door?
Oh, I thought we were using the secret door.
I say if you're going for legitimate purchase, shard mine purchase, you go through the register door. And if you're not, you can go through the secret.
So we're using the
I
back
have
door
no
because we're
intention
not
of-
buying shard mines?
But you are entering the Emporium.
Yeah,
So
but all we're gonna do in the Emporium is like talk to mom and dad that own it, who are not officials, and deal with who the fuck is in the city or not.
Well, do
Look
they
over
check-
at the cat for reassurance on that.
What are you asking, Boyle?
Like, I'm making sure that like the parents aren't officials or anything, and won't know like if we're people that aren't signed into the city if we like pretend to make a purchase before killing them.
Oh, my parents won't even be downstairs for their business. The business is on the bottom. Their life's on the top. What time is it? They're probably having dinner right now. They're going to be defenseless in the kitchen.
Perfect. So we sneak in, or not really sneak in, but like waltz in, and then kill whoever we need to kill.
We need to go in
sound
through the
off
front
the
door,
alarms.
take out the alarm,
sound off the alarms.
so that nobody comes in there. Bum rush upstairs,
Yeah.
kill them. There's nothing they can do.
Exactly. And then we get the fuck out the same way we got in, sneakily.
Or we burn the place to
Won't
the
even
ground.
have to talk. We can also do that.
Or you
Livia,
can
like,
send your
Make sure we
snaps
get
the
all
fingers
the-
and, like,
all
little
the
flame
riches
light
out.
pops up.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
can you look like a person, or do you only stay in cat form? Because if you came in with a bunch of cats and friends, and we were like just going to your place, it'd be a lot less suspicious than a bunch of randoms going with some cats and animals and no shard mines to your house. But if we go with you as friends, and then we get there, and then, you know, those friends who don't exist do some things that we don't talk about later, sounds like an easy fix to me.
He jumps up on Livia's shoulder. I'm always in cat form.
Oh. Do you have a picture of what you look like? I can be you.
Not on me, but
Oh.
Or just
I
change your
see.
face real quick. Or just do it real quick. Can't you just like
I
turn back
can't.
into a cat?
I'm
Okay,
stuck
what's
like
going
this.
on here? What do we need to talk about? You're stuck?
Are you cursed? I once read about a cat that was cursed.
Yes. But I'm
You're a
fine
cursed
with
cat.
it. My family doesn't know I'm a cat. I've been able to go in and out all the time without them noticing me. I can traverse all of Millwast without being questioned or registered. I rule the other cats on the island. My life's great. I wouldn't change a
Cool.
thing.
He sounds like me before I came to Dragontooth when I used to hide in the shadows and no one saw me, so I felt really powerful. But then I got a family who always saw me, and now it feels even better. But that's
Livia
okay,
scratches him on the
Boyle.
head. We'll get him there.
I don't want a family. I'm going to be with the pirates and I'm going to live life doing what I want.
Well,
Yeah.
pirates
Pirate
are
family,
families.
dumbass.
They're crews, and they all have to work together, so...
I won't be part of any family.
Hey, man. I just want to tell you, and I go up and I just like kind of put my hand on his shoulder. You get to
cat
pick your
shoulder.
family, and when you're here, your family.
Olive Garden.
I gotta give him a hug.
Endless breadsticks.
He just sits there as you touch him. Please don't.
Understood. I'm sorry. I should have asked you if you were comfortable with that. And then Bognak says,
Okay.
Like-
and like Livia like
Okay,
looks
anyways,
over and
can we
she's
hurry
like,
up to the murders? I'm
Yeah.
I'm ready to get to murdering.
This show on the road, bitches.
All right.
That's where to go, pussy.
Okay, that's
Jeez.
fine. I just want to say, Boyle, Penny wants me to watch out for you, so if you're on a good team player, you can't join the pirate family, and that just has to be a personal choice for you. But I said it out loud. Now I'm ready.
okay,
Will Hemming does not want to go.
The ghost.
Fuck you, Will.
It's nothing personal. I can't watch any more destruction. I would rather just drive your ship and eventually get to my family. But all of this death.
Livia literally sticks her
Will.
finger down her throat and makes herself vomit in front of Will Hamming.
I don't know how to take that.
Walk off.
That doesn't seem very productive. Bognak's just like, yeah, man, just keep an eye on the ship then, and well, I'd feel more comfortable if you were watching my back, but I understand.
You've got this, Bognak. Have confidence. You've
I'm
made
just
my
gonna be
shoulders hard.
Oh, babe.
What's...
I'm just gonna.
What?
Yeah, I made your shoulders hard. Next step, we'll work on back strength to make sure the arrows stay in
I
there.
trust
We'll see.
you with my whole heart. As his hand reaches to his body.
Best
Beat
bets.
Olivia. Are you getting this? Write that
Oh,
down.
I'm getting it all. Oh, I'm writing.
Love this. All right, Will is gonna take off towards that first ship, the Kamapa ship, where a lot of the training's going on too. He is out. It is Russ, B, Livia, Cleonile, Bognak, and Boyle.
And we take, and I don't know if this is crucial to your training, Penny, so I'm sorry, but it would be helpful if we had Vorg.
For the
The
long, distance.
guy.
Yeah, long distance guy. I think we could really use him.
Yeah, we
and I
could.
think
He wasn't on my list. So.
and I think it helps if we show up with a shard mind. If we're walking through the front door, like, yeah, we'd love to customize him.
Oh,
Uh,
yes, but I think that I can look like this. And she's gonna turn into Bruiser, and she's like, he's like pretty ugly looking dude. We can say that he needs to change his face. Livia just has to be the person in charge of us, because only she can talk. I no longer have rights if I am a shard mind. I must get into character. An actor prepares. and she starts to walk as Bruiser silently.
I still think we could use
She's so
Vorg.
cute.
Oh, we should definitely bring Vorg, just not to
Yeah.
go inside.
Cool.
All right, Vorg joins the party.
Cool.
Come on, Vorg.
All right, you
We
guys
start.
take off. As you take off, eventually down that path, maybe about like 40 minutes, Boyle's gonna say, "All right, this is where we split. That path leads to the front. Me and Bognak, Russ, and Vorg are gonna go to the back entrance,
And me.
and B. So it's just Cleonile, Vorg, and
Oh,
Livia.
B, I thought you were turning
Wait.
into like a cat.
Yeah, never mind. Just kidding. I lied. I'm turning into a cat.
Russ is gonna give you a pep talk and be like, "You should be good, okay? Everything
No, it
feels
was-
great."
It's just my first instinct to always go where you go, but I gotta stick to the plan.
If anything happens to you, I'll murder every fucking person that saw you before you died, even if they had nothing to do with it.
Right back at ya.
B, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it, Russ?
I have dinosaur feelings for you.
I have dinosaur feelings for you too, Russ.
Okay,
Livia's puking in the background again.
B gives Russ a kiss.
this
One of
isn't
them's being
goodbye.
honest, guys.
Just puts a hand on your face. This isn't goodbye. This is see you on the other side when we're kicking ass.
And B just does that again with him.
He's gonna stand up and
Salute.
salute you too. And we're gonna split. When you guys go to the split, Boyle is going to take you to this pile of rocks, and he's gonna go over there and start meowing, and you're gonna see about 20 to 25 cats come out of these different holes, and he's gonna talk to the cats. If anybody can speak with animals or anything to know what they're saying, you can use that now. If not, he is speaking with the cats. The cats are gonna help move this big boulder, and Boyle is going to tell you guys that this tunnel goes directly into the Millwass Center and leads up into the gardens. If you're ready
Keeping
to,
y'all in there.
is this where they leave you, Bognak? And Vorg?
So we're going into the gardens, like we're just hiding in the
We'll
gardens.
be going to underground tunnel that goes under the city and comes up in the gardens.
Yeah, hide in the garden spot.
Yeah, me and Vorg and Russ, I guess. We're close enough by to try and help if we need.
All right, you're going to lead down to the tunnel. It's very dark, but I will say Vorg has shard mind bodies can glow from the inside, so his glow gives you just enough light if you can't already see through other abilities through this tunnel. Before you get there, Bruiser and Livia and Bea Cat are going to walk up to the front gates. Again, there are guys they are registering. Name.
Livia. I was here yesterday. You don't recall me?
Oh, welcome back. Here for another rendezvous in the great city of Millwest, I see.
Yeah.
And, your friends here? Is this your shard mine, I assume?
It is.
What is their name?
Breezon.
Breezin. Breezin. Treason.
Oh my god, so funny.
But not. Breezin.
Exactly.
And who's this cute little thing? And lean down towards Bea. Oh, you're so
Oh, you
adorable.
remember the cat that was with me yesterday? Apparently this is its cat friend.
When he leans down, Bee's gonna hiss.
Bea, describe the cat that you saw in your past that allows you to wild shape into a cat. What does this cat look like?
Oh, God,
It's
yeah.
just an all black cat,
I hope
like
it's the
black
exact same
night cat with yellowish greenish eyes.
Interesting.
Definitely a little
I
mangy.
thought the cat had a little bit of white on its fur. Must be mistaken. Okay, well,
We all
keep
make
track of that
mistakes.
thing.
You're
It looks
good.
a little feral.
Oh, right? I will though. I got you.
And how long do you plan to stay this time?
Oh, probably no more than a day.
Very well. Well, welcome back to Millwest. Enjoy your stay. And they're going to allow you into the big city. You walk in and see the city.
Sounds great. And
The
I'm
sun's
like,
up.
okay. Huh. Okay, so I'm clear. I got Little Prince Boy, B, my familiar, me, and then Cleonile as a shard mine beside
Boyle went the other way. Boyle's not
Boyle
with you.
went to
Boyle
the
went
garden
the other way.
Yeah. But everybody else, correct.
Okay. So Livia just like kind of goes, does anyone know how to get to the Emporium? Because I don't remember.
I feel like we walked the city last time to get to that party. So I'm sure we.
Is that where it was at?
The party
Well,
is where the garden is.
Yeah, but we like had to
Yeah.
walk down that whole long ass city. Like we were like walking down the New York streets to get there, and this is like a big place. So I assume we saw, or we can try to find where it is. Or ask
Cleonile
somebody.
and Livia roll a history check.
Okay.
Let's see if you remember.
That is a
18.
Okay, well I got a 15.
Okay, Livia, you definitely remember it was about 3/4 down that path before you got to the gardens on the left. And it was like a nice road with hedges and this big thing that said Shard Mine Emporium into this big 2-story building.
Perfect. Yeah, so I guess we start walking there.
Okay, as you get there, Bognak and Russ and Boyle and Vorg get into the garden. Boyle is going to take Russ and say that they're going to make their way towards the Emporium. Bognak, you're going to stay here with Vorg and message.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. It's like, yeah, Vorg, can you keep a link up with them and just, if something goes wrong, we can run in?
Vorg immediately is going to communicate telepathically to all of you. Testing, 1, 2. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. He is going to point out where the Emporium is. You can see it from the gardens. It's really far off, but you'll be able to see it. Bognak. The front and the back.
Cool.
Ooh.
I am going to clairvoyance on it then, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to on the front door and watch them to get in.
All right, you clairvoyance the front door, and you see them literally walk up. Boyle is going to take off with Russ towards there. You're going to see them approach the party, the rest of you guys. At that time, Penny, can you describe the second thing you'd like to roll for with your training?
Yeah, she's gonna have Gorg, the armbow boy. He's gonna start teaching some pirates how to wield a bow and get into some ranged.
They do
fighting.
not know how to bowl right now, so, hold a bow, so go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh my goodness!
And
Is that with my stats or theirs?
and teaching them with the bow, he has got a +4 to that sleight of hand.
Come on, not trash it. Oh, 19.
All right, yeah, they're well on their way to being trained. Great job.
Yeah.
As you guys
Thank you.
walk up, Boyle is going to walk there with you guys, so you get this small group of the door, and he is going to point out the building to the right and show you that's where all the wizards are. I don't think we'll have a problem as long as we don't set up an alarm. When we get inside, there is a welcome booth. Just tell them you're here to peruse the products. We'll walk through the line, get to the end, find the door. Easy breezy. Just don't make a scene.
Oh no.
And
Well, here, bitches.
there, you see before you 3 doors that all lead into the same room. Boyle can't open the doors, too small. After you guys.
Livia has
Perfect.
to lead
Yeah.
the
So
way.
I just swoop the 3 cats up in my arm. So I'm carrying the 3 cats, and I'm just gonna walk in with Shardmine Cleonile.
As you walk in, you see this beautiful foyer area, this beautiful blue and yellow carpet in front of you. The whole floor is tiled in different shapes of purple and blue circles with like white cement in it. It's very regal. Almost feel like you're like at a mall almost. There are big round dark blue carpets that lead to different doors. There's a big archway that leads out of this foyer. There are benches on the side with big paintings. You see for the first time the Grifflin family, including the face of Boyle. Boyle's going to point out that. And as you walk up, you see there are different gates blocking 2 doors on the back that Boyle's going to whisper not allowed to go in there. There's a big round welcome booth with a wall behind it. There's a sign hanging on the ceiling that says entrance, points at one door, and another sign that points exit at another door. And as you slowly walk up, this like shard mine appears. Hello, and welcome to the Shard Mine Emporium. Are you here for a tour, or are you here to speak with the Grifflin family?
I'm just here to peruse what all y'all have to offer.
Fantastic. Here at the Shard Mine Emporium, and this holograph will appear of the different buildings of the different branches around Cinder Island. And it'll have like a shard mine that like pops up floating in the air, and its bodies are going to move around like Lego pieces. Any customizable option you can imagine to make your shard mine the perfect companion. For more information, please enter our welcome area. The entrance door opens up, and you just hear this like light minstrel music, and you can see the glow inside. It looks like a castle, like the inside of like a king's throne room at a castle. As that door opens up, 3 half-elf wizards in white gowns are going to walk out and stop and just look at you all and say, "I'm sorry, folks. I believe we have to close down the Welcome Center today. There seems to have been a murder." And with that, we're going to go on a 10-minute bathroom break.
Dead!
See everybody soon! Welcome back, everybody, from the bathroom break. I hope you enjoyed yourself. On YouTube, I guess it was not a bathroom break. All right, so the split second I said it. You blinked and we're here. All right, you guys can see the map now in front of you. I'll go ahead and show our audience.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Oh, we can?
That's never a good
Oh,
sign,
no.
yo.
I know.
So you see before you were in the main foyer, the shard mine is there, is the hologram. He now disappears. The 3 wizard students stand in front of you. You can see past them the room where it looks like a shard mine is serving a king. You see a slight glitch, so you know it's a hologram. And the 3 wizards have just told you that there has been a murder, and you have to wait. And that is closed for the day. How would you like to respond?
And our tour guide fucking left.
Yeah, our
But
tour guide.
they're asking us to leave?
Who?
Or are they just telling us we can't?
You don't have a tour guide. The guy he's just a welcome center. It's a self walkthrough.
Oh, I thought he was like leading us.
I guess I
swear.
just like kind of look over. I'm like, is everything okay? What's happened?
This is kind of a private matter, so we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
Oh, well, do you know how long it'll be before you reopen?
Unfortunately, we don't.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll have to leave then. And I'm like looking down, and I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I'm like in my head.
telepathically, I'm gonna ask Boyle, are there any other ways to get to his parents, like besides this, like that way?
He's going to say, no, the only way is through that fucking door. This is our chance. We can't start fighting them because then others are going to reappear. We've got to find a way to get past them.
The back door? Question mark?
There is no back door. Well, you mean the exit door? It only
Yeah, I guess
opens
so,
from
yeah.
that one side. And if we start breaking it down, we're going to have a much bigger problem.
Okay, it only opens from that one side. We leave one cat that can turn to a person inside the building, and we all exit. That person opens the door from the exit side, and then we all come in the exit door.
They're going to have to get past those wizards.
There'll be a cat. No one looks at cats. They just gotta hide in a corner or something. Which one of these cats can we trust? I guess I'm gonna ask you to do it.
I mean,
cat.
you can
Man?
trust me.
Oh, you can't turn. You can't open doors.
Yeah, B
It's
can
gotta
open
be.
doors.
It's gotta be B.
Yeah, because the other one's my familiar.
Yeah, you can see. You all can speak telepathically because of Vorg.
He says, okay, listen, guys, I have an idea. I can cast darkness, and we can make a break for the door. I can unwild shape, and I can try to knock it down. You just gotta rush it at this point.
Bognak also comes. He's like, hey guys. Russ does have a key that opens any door. He just opens it. Russ has it on his person.
Wait a minute. As Bognak comes in and they look at you
Bognak.
and Russ, they say, "You
Wait,
two."
telepathically.
I'm not there.
No,
It's
telepathically.
Oh,
Bognak's
telepathically.
not
Oh, okay, never mind.
yeah.
Ooh, girl.
But they are starting to look at Russ, who is not disguised whatsoever.
That was my fear.
Oh, yeah, he
That
was
was
supposed to be like a dinosaur or something. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Get your boyfriend. We start
Right?
to walk out.
Yeah.
I think we have to leave B in here. I think for the planet work, it has to be B who stays in here, and then
I
wait for
like
these
dropping
guards
the
to go
cat
by.
out of my arms.
She's like, huh. But yeah, I guess we'll just turn and start to walk out.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if they're gonna do that, then I'm gonna, as she turns her back to those wizards, I'm gonna wild shape out of a cat into a rat, and I'm gonna try and sneak towards the door.
And can I, like, in a roundabout way, give her the help action by start to be a Karen and, like, just as I, like, throw the cats away, just, like, start to kind of cause a scene because my needs are not being met and I don't know when they will be met and I don't know what to do right now and I'm flailing about.
Just
causing a
burst into tears and collapse on the floor at the same time.
Okay, so originally she would have disadvantage because they're blocking the door. They're going to see anything going towards that way. But because you're making a scene, it's just a straight stealth check.
Okay.
Here we
Oh my
go.
god, that was a nat 20. A 22.
With, you know what, so good that you sneak by as a rat as they're reaching behind them and shutting the door to make sure nobody goes in there. So you're alone in this room, you immediately see these rails up, kind of like you're walking through like a line at a ride, like Green Gods, like you walk through like the theming of the thing, and the first theming of this room is like a high fancy castle. A shard mine is displaying, there's a huge pile of gold with a throne with this turtle king, and the audio is, "Your shard mine could be presented to you in many different forms. Teach them to serve you in any way that shapes or that meets your class requirement." And it's like scene is on repeat in this beautiful kingdom, and there's a door that opens right here to another area.
He is so distracted by the gold at first, not realizing that it's not actually real. But she realizes that since she's a rat, she doesn't have the ability to take any with her right now. So she's like, later, and just like pushes it off and keeps heading on down to the next one.
That is such character growth for B.
For real.
It is. It really is.
The only reason she's not going after it is because she's a rat, and she knows that if she unwild shape, she's not going to be able to turn back into a rat again. So she's going to stay a rat, and then when she's not a rat anymore, go back for it. She's working smarter, not harder. That's all.
Character arc. Alright, what are you guys doing in the lobby right now? Because they just said, we'd like to speak to you for a second, as they point to Russ.
For sure, starting to exit. That's where I'm going. Walking towards this door.
We're
leaving, right?
That's not the entrance.
not the exit?
Those are walls and like a really thick pane of
Point me
glass.
to the door.
It's up. It's up.
Why are you?
Livia like kind of pops into their heads and is like, "Okay, y'all, get the fuck out. I'm gonna cause a bigger scene. Russ, get the fuck out."
They walk over and commandeer Russ, and one of them brings him to the side to speak with him.
Damn, y'all don't move fast enough. Also, that's
Right.
our job to move Russ. I can't move it.
The other two are shuffling you guys out.
Yeah, me either.
Bognak's talking in the head now. He's like, "Yeah, Russ, you remember to go dinosaur, right? You're not too Russ."
So
Fuck it, it's just Russ Quinn.
as everybody is getting outside, essentially they're going to escort you outside. I'm going to make everything dark because you do not see what's happening on this inside. If I can figure out how to hide it.
Can I like try and have my familiar linger inside a little bit and like keep them inside?
Your familiar can roll a stealth check with disadvantage because they're watching every move.
That's fine. I will do that. I will try my best. Let me see how good my cat stealth is, which it should be pretty good. Okay. Disadvantage.
Yep.
The first one is a 22. The second one is a 17.
Okay, yeah, he is able to sneak in so you can have vision of what's going on through the eyes of your familiar. So I will re-give you vision.
Thank you. That was, yeah.
So as you guys go outside, Livia, you will see through the eyes of your familiar that they are questioning Russ. I believe with a familiar, you can choose one, sight or hearing, or can you do both?
I can do both. It just cuts off.
You just
my
lose
senses
yours.
outside.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
yeah, you're kind of frozen in spot listening to this, and you hear
I'll
them
offer you a hand.
questioning.
Yeah, I'm like leaning on the Cleonile.
You hear them
Okay.
questioning about Dragontooth, and they've got a poster. They've got posters of all the students. They can tell who he is, and in your mind, even in Bee's mind, he's going to say,
B, no matter what happens, you get this
Oh
gold,
Lord.
you get this treasure, you get this beacon, and you slaughter the shit out of those. Don't you worry about me. I'll figure this out.
and you hear him
What?
say, "Yes, I'm
Russ,
from
what's going
Dragontooth.
on?
I'm the worst villain that ever came from that, and you're not gonna get anywhere unless you get all your men to hold me down, or I'm gonna destroy you all. I love you, B."
Do not
Drama.
like this.
I'm crying. Bognak's full crying in the garden.
So as that familiar is around the corner, it's seeing like 6 more of those students pop in, and they're going to handcuff Russ. And they're going to continue asking him questions about if he had anything to do, what was going on, why he's in the city, how he got. They're just going to bombard him with questions. As that's going on, B is going to go around the corner, and B, you see before you a display. You are in a dungeon. And in this dungeon, you're going to hear this voice being like, "Your shard mine can be trained with the greatest of strength to take down even the mightiest beast." You hear the sounds of a dragon fight going on as this shard mine in like slow motion, as fire is all around, is like screaming with this sword going down at this already dead skeleton dragon. Very dramatic. And this door is going to open over here.
Okay, well, Bee's gonna keep going because she has no idea what's going on, and Russ didn't say anything
Yeah.
back telepathically, and she can't see anything, so she's gonna keep going.
As you go open this door, there is a kitchen. All these shard mines are cooking food, and you hear on the intercom this story about the culinary wonders that can be provided by the cooks who work for the shard mine emporium, and that your shard mine can become a culinary master with their cooking packages. Also, what you're going to notice is, that's not what I meant to do, are these wizards standing around a pile of blood, where it looks like they've already picked up body parts.
Okay.
But as you come across as a rat, if you'd like to go any further in the room, you'll have to roll a stealth check.
Okay. And I don't want to run straight past them. I don't know if that might like give me an advantage or something, but instead of like trying to run straight past them under their feet, she kind of wants to go like this way, kind of jump up along the cabinets and like run through all the food to kind of have more things to
Hide behind.
Going
full
instead of just
Ratatouille?
running straight. Yeah.
All right, stealth check.
The right in the kitchen.
17.
All right, as you're running, you hear the wizards talking about. They're talking about how they saw deer tracks. They've already cleaned them up in the place, but there were deer tracks that led to this body. Whatever it is, we're dealing with some maybe centaur, servitor, fawn, deer, whatever it is. It has brute strength and intelligence enough to do this murder of someone that was here, and they haven't checked the books yet to figure out who this person is. But they're working on it. As you sneak by them, you go into this big regal hallway, this door that opens up, and you're going to see all of these shard mines on display. Oh, roll 20's not letting me do it. Literally not letting me do it.
Right, slap it around.
There it is. There it is.
Technology.
You'll see all these shard mines that are glowing of different shapes, colors, and sizes. They're miniatures on these pedestals, and this voice will come up talking about the sculptors of the Shard Mine Emporium can ensure that your shard mine looks the perfect fit for your home. And as you don't see anybody else down there, and as you go down there, a door opens right here to the next part of the Welcome Center.
She's just gonna keep going on, pressing on.
All right, as you go into this next room, it's a long hallway with these windows. And as you look through the windows, you see these holograms shoot up from the wall. And it looks to be, you hear a voice telling you that this is the Cathart Shard Mine Emporium branch. So what you're seeing is a live view of shard mines being sculpted and cultivated by some of the greatest wizards that belong to the Shard Mine Emporium. And you're actually seeing these wizards in real time, far off, doing this to these shard mines, sculpting them. And at the end of the hallway, there's this little area that leads to a big painting. But there are two students standing right in the doorway talking, and you can hear them talking about it was a really wealthy individual who was coming to look for their shard mine that was murdered.
Okay.
But they are blocking the entrance. So you are in a hallway with a wall to your left, giant pane glass windows into a hologram room to your right, those directly in front of you. What would you like to do?
She kind of wants to run over here and look at the wall that is kind of on the other side of this.
Yeah.
The wall with the painting on it. Maybe see if there's any cracks or holes that, just for future planning, things that she maybe could crawl through while she's so small.
You definitely see this big door on the other side, but go ahead and roll an investigation check. What a return to the stream, Bea.
Ooh, that was a 4.
You do not see any holes, cracks, or otherwise easy access to get to that door.
Okay, and it's just like a whole, pane of, glass, basically?
Yeah, really thick glass.
Okay. I can't do shit. All I can do is try to bite the fucking glass.
You're a rat.
Yeah.
While Bee's figuring
Those
out
aren't
which
okay.
time
Yeah,
he's been traveling.
You can snap back to them.
Yeah, can I telepathically communicate with Russ and be like, drop that key, my cat's gonna follow you, we will get you.
Which key?
The one that unlocks anything.
Ball door key.
His hands are handcuffed behind his back, but he's gonna.
I think he should keep
Come
that.
on, Russ.
tail?
I believe
If
in
he
you.
keeps it, though, he can break out of wherever they put him.
Yeah, I feel like you should keep
They're
it.
gonna take it
He
from
has
him, I feel
stealthily got the key out of his back pocket and just turns to scream at one of the students while drops it on the back of his heel so it doesn't clink on the floor and slides it on the floor and steps on it. You'll never get me! And you hear in his mind, the key is on the floor and he is going to kick it when he's trying to get their attention, it's going to slide under that exit door. B, you're going to see that key slide under the picture frame over here.
Ooh, okay.
Because you're telepathically linked, you can hear all of this. And then you're going to see, Livia, through your familiar, all those wizards grab onto Russ, and they vanish.
Yeah. What about, did those other wizards that are right there see that key slide?
Nope.
Or did they miss
They're
that?
looking at each other talking.
Okay, I'm gonna take my chance and I'm gonna try to run straight down the middle of them, I guess.
Stealth check.
I mean, she's also a rat. Who's
Right,
gonna wanna
and
pick
they're
up a
looking at
rat?
each other in the face is what I'm thinking too. Like, if I try to run behind either of the other one, there's like a better chance, you know.
Yeah.
My little pea brain, that's what she thinks.
I think that's a valid observation.
Use your tiny powers.
Oh, that was a nat 20, baby.
You perfectly run in between them. They're staring at each other. They're not looking down. You get to the picture frame and grab the key.
Okay. While I'm there, I'm gonna look around at this wall because she's thinking maybe that wall lead in there and see if there's any like cracks or anything that she could crawl through there. Any rocks that might look loose.
Any investigation check.
Okay.
And while she's doing that, at this point,
Oh,
Livia's
that
gonna
was another
telecommunicate
nat
with
20. I'm not even making
Damn,
this up.
girl! Is that your third one tonight?
Yes! I'm not even making this
God.
up. I'm on fire, baby.
Okay, and what did you say, Livia?
Oh, that Livia is telecommunicating with everyone and be like, well, Russ dropped the key, but he kicked it under this door in the room. And I don't know where that door goes to, but the key went under it.
Said, I
And,
got
like,
it,
B
I got
can
it, I
hear
got
us.
the key.
Okay,
Oh, B,
you're,
you have the key that unlocks anything.
you're going to find a small crack in this wall with loose rocks. That's about your size.
Okay.
As you move those rocks and kind of slide your small body through, if that's what you're doing. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say too, I have mold earth, so if I needed to, I could make the hole a little bit bigger too.
Okay,
by
yeah, you can
casting
take some
that.
of the ground underneath it and kind of move it a little bit. Can you do that in wild shape form?
Yeah, I can.
I don't
I've been
think...
doing it when I've been doing it when I was a bear.
All right, cool. Let's just stay consistent. I think we broke it, but that's okay. You crawl into this room where there is a giant lever. I will
Is that
point
what
out
that is?
you have used 2 wild shapes.
Yeah. I'm still a rat. I'm gonna
So B is technically...
I'm gonna try to see if I can move the lever as a rat. I don't know if I can or not.
You can rage as a rat, right? You use some
I
advantage.
can rage as a
Angry
rat.
Okay, for the rat, the DC will be kind of high, but go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
With advantage if
With
you're raging.
advantage if you're raging.
Oh. Thank
Come on,
God.
another nat 20.
We need it.
That was a 19. The first one was a 2, so.
Oh,
So
we'll
as-
take that 19.
As B is running and charging at the first hit, doesn't budge. Just banging your head, your little teeth and hands into this thing, desperately trying to get this lever to move. And as you stand there, you just hear in your mind the echo of Russ building you up, believing in you, the future for our dinosaur, and that he's got nothing but love for the wonder that is B. Gives you just enough power to jump up at that lever. Boom! You all outside feel just this energy kind of leave the building. Boyle goes, she fucking did it. The sensors
you
are
do?
down.
So now we can.
Do we bust the fuck up in this?
Slash, we
bitch,
should.
or
Well, there's
what?
2 students with us, right?
Huh?
Are these 2 students blocked at the door?
No,
Or do they
those
go
2
away?
students, they left.
Okay.
And they locked the doors.
Ow, these little fuckers.
Yeah. I got Cleonile. She's strong, right?
Okay, B's gonna crawl back through that hole that she came in through,
Uh-huh.
and then try to crawl out from under this door here.
All right, roll an acrobatics check under that tight area.
Okay,
Can my
It's not
familiar
that
give her
bad.
the help action?
that was a
I'm cooler?
14.
Get the help action as the familiar is going to help you because 14 won't do it.
Okay.
It's not that bad, girl. Hey, it's not that bad.
Oh, 18?
18, you kind of get stuck in the door with that 14,
on,
but as the
girl.
familiar helps pull you, you pop right out of the hole, and you are now on the
Thank you,
other side of
Bubbles.
that exit door.
Okay.
With the help
I'll,
of Bubbles.
I'm gonna unwild shape now, and I'm gonna run over here
It is locked.
where they're at.
It's
yeah.
time.
I
Yeah.
have to do it, even though I have the key that unlocks anything. I'm gonna bust down the
It's
door.
gone.
I've gotta kick it.
Athletics check.
God damn it.
It's a kill you shoot.
That was a 7.
That's a
This
sign.
spree couldn't last forever.
Livia's
So,
mentally yelling,
She
use the
kicks
key.
it, she kicks it, and it like just hits her toes, basically. She's like, oh, fuck! And she looks at her stomach and she goes, you motherfucker. And then gets out the keys out of her hair, and then we'll go and unlock the door and swing it open for them. And then just be standing there like this with her hands on her hips, with her, like, her head cocked to the side.
All right, the door's open. You see B.
I'm gonna ask Boyle if the students would say, if anyone would say anything if they saw him walking around as a person.
Who? As
Like
Boyle?
to him. Yeah, Boyle. Since his family runs this place.
Yeah, seeing how my family hasn't seen me in over 10 years, they would immediately learn I'm dead.
Holy shit, he's been a cat for 10 years.
That's a lot in cat years.
I've actually been a cat for 12.
Oh.
And they just haven't looked for you. They don't care.
No, he hasn't.
But-
He hasn't been able to turn out. You know, we'll dive into that later.
Yeah,
I don't care if
well,
they
that's
care. I want
trauma
them
for
dead.
another day. Okay, whatever you say,
Yeah,
baby. And the,
I'm starting to think he maybe doesn't really want them dead. I think he's just angsty.
Yeah, he's got some unrepressed music, but we're gonna use that. We're gonna
Yeah.
split it.
Are
We're
we
going.
still telepathically linked with Russ?
No.
Oh.
Damn it.
Runs.
Okay,
So we will head
B,
towards
they-
the door.
yeah, that they were standing at. I want to kind of investigate the
Let's keep
area
it-
that they disappeared from with Russ,
Okay.
because there's this circle there.
Roll an Arcana
that seems
check.
different.
While this is
Gladly.
going on, B's looking at the rest of the party and going, now that I did this, you guys owe me. So the second we're finished here, we're all finding Russ together.
Yeah, I got a dirty 20.
There's no markings or anything left on the floor, and seeing what you saw, you can surmise that there was probably some kind of like misty step involved.
And those were the students, or were those the people who like work next door? Are those the same thing?
Yes, so there are students everywhere that work for different people. These specific students work for this emporium, and these are the ones that are next door.
If they misty stepped,
Where they went?
yeah, if they misty stepped, well, I wouldn't know. But is there a chance that I could have seen it from my clairvoyance outside?
Yeah.
You did not see any wizards and Russ appear outside.
Cool.
What's straight ahead of us? B wants to go check out like whatever was here. Is this
That's-
where the guy spawned from?
Yeah, so that's like just the welcome booth. There is that big pane glass, the same kind of glass that was in that other hallway, and then those things around your walls that go to the ceiling. So that just looks into this room, and then there's a door on the other side of that glass.
We need to get upstairs and kill these parents,
Yeah.
or at
Yeah,
least away from
yeah.
these other students who are like
I went all around here. And I didn't see any stairs.
secret door.
Yeah. Door right here. Let's go through it.
Boyle, where's the secret door at?
The secret door to turn off the sensors?
Oh wait, you already did that.
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna go upstairs.
He's just going to point at those two doors that are being blocked off right here. He's going to tell you that's the storage room, and that's what leads upstairs.
So we're going
Let's
here.
go upstairs.
Go that way then.
It is locked.
Yeah.
Y'all should loot
Yeah, I'll
storage.
unlock it with my little lock.
Yeah, we got a key.
I'm not gonna try to do that again. That was a
Guys
little
all
embarrassing.
sassy with me now. I got a key. All right.
With cheese, Scott.
As you walk in, there are stairs. There's a setup, like a resting area. There is a teleportation circle that is not active right now. It's not like lit up, and there's a shard mine that just stands up that was on the couch. I'm sorry, you're not supposed to be back here.
Something
said?
about it, B says, and keeps walking forward.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to alert authorities.
No,
yeah,
don't do
go
that.
ahead and
Everything's
try.
fine.
Go ahead and try.
That's
Okay,
how
don't
we say
listen to the
that's
little
how we
one.
say to the
She's
army of
gonna do
wizards.
what she wants. Listen
right.
to me. We're talking.
Everybody who's talking right now, roll an intimidation check.
I'm good at that, but also be shut up.
Do you think you can hear me?
12.
16.
15, 12.
I got a 21.
Yeah, he didn't really give a shit about the other ones, except Cleonile stands forward in her shard mind body and orders her down. And superiority, shard mind's just gonna sit. I mean, I could pretend not to see this one at first. It's a sit.
And I was gonna do that thing where she's like, "Do you want to be here? Do you want to be free?"
Yes. I mean, no, then yes.
You should probably come with us.
What are you? Who are you?
We're freeing shard mines.
You'll never get out of here alive.
Well, that's the plan. We got Boyle. We're gonna kill his parents. I probably shouldn't have told you that, but you kind of need us, and we also don't want to hurt you. We like to free all the shard mines. That's our plan. I hope this is distracting them while they're going upstairs. But
For sure. For sure. Yeah, we are going upstairs.
giving
Okay.
it, but like just like kind of chatting, like being like, "We can set you free."
A Boyle is going to stay with Cleonile, and I guess you're taking Bubbles with you, Livia.
Yeah,
Um,
Bubbles is good.
Boyle is going to be telepathically telling you, Cleonile, that these shard mines are loyal to the family. So they all want to be free, but they're pretty much the servants of this household. So unless you plan to go systematically to each one and free them, you're going to be spending a lot of time.
Well, if we kill your parents, well, telepathically, if we kill your parents, then they have no one to work for, right? And if we take over, then they work for us, and we can free them.
Sounds
And
good.
then I look at him and I look at the shard mine and I go, "We'll be back to talk." And then she starts to go upstairs, and she'll tell the Boyle, once I kill your parents, I can turn into your parents, and then we can free the shard mines, which is what we want to do anyway. So she'll give him that whole spiel. But we head up the stairs.
Boyle is going to telepathically to Cleonile, tell the shard mine that Boyle has returned, and tell everyone. Trust me.
She starts to, as she's like heading up the stairs, she stops. She goes, "Oh, by the way, you should probably know that Boyle has returned. You should probably spread the words with your friends."
Sir Boyle is back.
Yeah, and we're kind of his enforcers. So it was nice to meet you.
I must go upstairs and tell the family. They will rejoice. And he's going to try to go
no.
upstairs.
Well, I'm in the way.
Yeah, he can't get through.
I'm also in the way.
At this point too, it's like, do you guys want me to come? I'll hang out in the garden. I can do.
Come inside, Bognak. Come inside. Everything's good. The door's unlocked. Come up the stairs.
Wait, Boyle, does Boyle want us to get? Is that who he wants them to alert, like his parents, to get them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
He
I
wants
guess we
them
can-
to be seasoned with fear before they die. They will not rejoice. They will
That's really dramatic. But we can also have this shard mine take us to the parents. Yay! Not wandering the house.
Yes.
Yeah, accurate.
We'll tell. Well, you know what works? We will tell the family if you would lead us there that their son has returned. I'm sure they'd like to hear it.
That is great news. He is going to lead up the stairs.
Good.
As you go up the stairs, you lead into this light blue room. Everything's kind of dark except for the light blue fixtures on the wall. I will put you all on the map here.
So pretty.
And he is going to go up to this other shard mine who is asking what this is about, and he's going to tell him young Boyle has arrived. And you hear the shard mine is automatically going to be like, well, where is he? And the shard mine's going to look back at you guys for an answer.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. He's here.
When we speak to his parents, all will be revealed.
He wishes to make an entrance.
A big one.
Very well. Those two shard mines are going to lead you down this hallway. Let me reveal it all in good time.
I hope we can take them 3v1, 3v2.
This hallway, you see a shard mine is protecting down there. As you get to be about right here, the shard mine are going to stop, and you're going to see Boyle forward, looking through their legs to the other side, and he is going to indicate this way. This is my old
Is
bedroom.
that a door? Oh.
Yeah. That's
where we need to go?
No,
If he's having a moment.
I don't want to see that
Oh.
place again. They're going to indicate this door right here, and they're going to open that door into a beautiful... Why is it doing it again? It's doing it again where I can't reveal anything.
Is it? Plan.
It reveals this big dining area where you immediately see a tabaxi man and woman of social stature, very well dressed, very rich, and they stand up as these two shard mines join a third shard mine inside. Please forgive the intrusion, Mr. and Mrs. Grifflin. We bring
I stop them. I put my hand up, and then I look at the shard mines. Oh, we'll make introductions. You can wait outside. Thank you.
Bea like shoot him a dagger look after Cleonile finishes and says, "That'll be all," and like tilts her head towards the door.
The shard mines are going to look at them. Mr. Grifflin is going to stand up. Dismiss them. They're going to leave the room. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get up here?
We know a man named Boyle Grifflin.
And he said that we might be able to have ourselves a good little time here today.
My boy. You found him?
Oh, we found him. More so, he found us in a weird type of way.
Where
You
is
said
he?
you didn't look for him.
Where is he?
He's angry.
Oh, he's around.
Boyle's gonna jump up on the table. I fucking hate both of you. Boyle? I have waited for so long to look you in the eye and remind you what awful parents you are. I want you to know I have not returned so I can live in your fancy fucking house and eat your food and take your toys and do all the little crappy things you guys like to do. I'm here and I'm not leaving until both of you are drained of all the blood in your body. Boyle, how could you say that about us? Son, what has happened to you? We have looked so long for you. Lies!
And Cleonile goes, "Wait, is he Boyle or am I Boyle?" And she turns into Boyle.
They're gonna like freak out.
You didn't look for me, did you? You didn't try very hard. Just gonna use his voice. You didn't try very hard. Why didn't you love me? I did everything you asked for. And she's getting closer and closer to the father, like, and reeling
We
at him.
looked for you forever, son. We paid everyone to scour this entire island. Boyle, my boy, why do you think these things? We have nothing but love for you. We raised you right. We can't help it if you ran away from us. Ran away from you? I didn't run away from you. I was cursed.
I was cursed.
We are Boyle Grifflin.
Stop playing like you don't know what happened. I know you paid to have me cursed. That's just not true. Son, why would we do that? Tell the truth! The room gets really
Yeah,
silent.
are they lying? Give me insight check them.
Yeah,
Sure, insight check them.
They seem like fucking liars.
right?
Oh,
Okay,
mine
my
was
insight's
horrible.
Terrible. Wait,
13.
let me just roll this dice real quick. Oh
So
my
I
god!
want to
that
say
was
while
good.
all this is
18.
going on, Bea cast Primal Savagery, so her
Ooh.
fangs and claws come out, and they're
acid.
like dripping with with acid.
18.
They seem very nervous. Very nervous. Boyle says, tell the truth. The mother kind of drops the sad act. I don't know what you're talking about, son. You're home now. Let's make bygones bygones. Let's give a reward to your friends for bringing them to us.
Bea's standing in front of her and is like, "Quit the fucking act, bitch. Speak up. Say it with your chest."
She's going to look at her husband. He's going to look at her and look obviously outnumbered and unequipped for this. Boyle, you and your friends will be rewarded handsomely. Anything they want. If there's anything that we can provide, we will.
Oh no, you will provide everything, and it won't be anything. It will be all.
Boyle told us what he wanted from you. Do you still want that thing, Boyle?
More than anything.
Livia
Clea now-
summons her flame blade and
Clea now
digs
rages.
into that pit.
Rage and attack.
All right,
go
both
for
of
the
you roll
claw.
your attacks.
Alright.
I wanted to say too that Bee's right behind the
Yeah.
mom, and so she's gonna go right at the back of her neck with the claws.
It's a nat 20.
Oh,
On that flame
shit.
blade With
How
that
many
sneak
is
attack.
that?
I got a 19.
Okay, clean out.
This is the nat 20 night.
I'm so worried about next
Uh,
session because we've used so many rolls.
20. A 24.
And what is clean out doing?
She's gonna wow shape, or she's gonna rage, and her claws are gonna extend, and she's gonna. It'll be 3 attacks, but she starts with clawing at her.
So as Boyle
At him,
walks
rather.
to the center of the table, you just see Cleonile dive on the father. They disappear behind the table. You see blood squirting everywhere, all over the table and all over Boyle, who is unfazed, looking over at the father. Turns his face, his cat face, drenched in blood as he looks over. You see this flame blade come out and just swipe the center of the mom, severs her in half. Her bottom half falls right in front of Bea as blood splatters more on Boyle. She looks up with these hopeful eyes as she looks up at Bea. Please, we can give you anything you want. Bea's fucking acid claws come down, dig into the side of her head as you see the acid melts away at her face and falls down dead. As Boyle
What?
just sits in the blood. And you hear nothing but the light white ambient noise of this very cold upstairs.
There's a very like that moment lingers for a little bit if no one else stops it, and then Cleonile she's like eating this guy obviously, and then she sits up and she kind of rubs her hands through her face and she looks like the mom. She goes, "Oh no, this won't do. We have to clean this up. Should we get some shard mines in here? Any objections?"
Sounds like a plan.
She claps. Shard mines. I just need a little assistance. And
The
she's gonna-
3 enter the room.
There's been just a slight little mess. Can you dispose of it, please, for us?
They look down and see the bodies and the pieces of bodies and look up and see you. Very well.
Thank you so much. And after you're done with that, can you please gather all the shard mines? I'd like to have a little chat with them upstairs. Thank you.
2 of them are going to start to clean up the body pieces and blood. He's going to reach over to Boyle, and he's just going to claw at them and say, "No, this is mine." And he's just going to start drinking the blood from the table and from his body. And the other shard mine is going to leave to go assemble the rest of the shard mines.
He's gonna turn to Boyle and she's gonna say, "Okay, that's finished. So, where's the treasure I was promised?"
She does want her treasure.
You steer in your heads. How'd negotiations go? Did everything go smoothly? Yeah?
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, it went great.
Bognak,
It went as planned. Better than
You know, that's what I expected.
He is
Bognak, go find Russ.
He is going to indicate that all of the gold and treasures that you could possibly want are in his parents' bedroom and in the closet of the bedroom.
How beautiful.
All of the magical items you could probably want are in the study. And magical food and potions will be in the kitchen and
move in, it sounds like.
and the back storage room.
Guys, we're moving on up. Fuck a pirate code. I'm gonna leave this mansion.
Right?
Sound nice.
Boyle is going to speak up to the shard mines and say, "What you saw here didn't happen. Mrs. Grifflin is obviously standing before you alive. And if any word gets out from this room that is not the case, there will be more than blood to clean up. There will be pieces of your bodies. Do you understand me?" And they look over at you guys.
We're not as uptight as him. She like comes out of that
But
character.
we do kill people.
We
But we
understand.
do. And one of these is the guys. Is one of these the guys that I talked to downstairs the first time?
Yes.
Clea and I will look at him, and she goes, "And now you can be free. That's what we always wanted. This worked out."
Okay, over the course of the next 15 minutes, You're
I'm going to
to
the study.
I'm going to the
Bitch,
closet.
I'm going to the study. Sorry.
Can somebody go to the kitchen?
Oh, Bognak's not here. I'll go to the kitchen and do potion and duties.
Bognak, you can come in.
He can't walk through the city. We just got a dude arrested because of that.
He's in a carrot
I turned off
costume.
the alarm. He's right outside.
No, he's not right. He's in the garden.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Would you like to try to stealthily, because you are an obvious criminal with a potato bag on your head, would you like to roll stealth with disadvantage to get to this place?
Technically, I'm a villain cosplaying as another villain, Max Carrot. So.
Oh, that's right. You got the carrot costume on.
With the potato sack over it. So I'm like, I mean, hey, at this point, I'm just a weird street performer.
You still got your face.
Oh, there's not a mask associated with the carrot costume? So.
No, it's like one of those like kindergarten costumes goes up and has like a hole for your head with like the green.
Oh, God.
That's what I always imagined.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
What were you imagining?
That's how I've always imagined it.
Me too.
Cut out.
Yeah, like, you have like a carrot mask. That'd be terrifying.
I thought it was the full costume. It just had a mask with it.
I thought it was just we thought it was like
You're not a
a
full
mascot costume.
Like a Disney production.
No,
Just like-
Dragontooth has a budget, bro.
just an angry little carrot face on it. So I mean, yeah, I guess the carrot's useful for me peeking out of the. If I peek out of the bush, it's just greenery sticking out instead of my face.
Spin it around the other way so it's on the back of your head. Oh,
What?
on the back of your head,
So
so it's
then-
on your face.
So there's no face hole?
Just
Yeah,
clairvoyance.
and
Just clairvoyance the way around.
Just clairvoyance your way around.
I'm back.
You're not gonna see your face. Just saying.
That's insane.
But fuck it, I'll try it.
I feel like we don't need 2 rescue missions. I feel like just one would be great.
Also, I've looked like these people now, so I can just go and get Russ, unless he gets taken to higher authorities. Because he's currently at the Rent-A-Cop police.
Yeah, go. Let's
And
go
so-
obtain Russ.
I've already made it
For
known
sure.
that once we clear this bitch out, we're going to Russ immediately.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, I might just, if that's going to be a full-blown jailbreak mission, I'll just sprint out for that one. But for now, I'll draw too much attention as I start taking off the carrot costume because I thought it was a better disguise. That's stupid. Okay, fine, I leave
All
it
right.
on.
B,
Fan vote.
get ready to add things to your inventory. B,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Good
Oh
God.
shit!
You're
wait,
going-
wait.
you're
Wait,
gonna
fuck.
love this.
Okay,
Did I write everything down? No, I'll just write down.
I know.
ready.
All right, let me get the thing really fast.
Because we're taking everything.
We're doing the thing Bognak wanted. We're taking stuff. Except without paying for it.
Right.
Yay.
Yeah.
Except fuck capitalism.
Technically, I said we should just go loot this kid's shit. So it's still.
All right,
Oh, we're
B,
doing the whole family.
add to your inventory. B, 25 platinum pieces,
Damn, I is rich.
2,939 gold pieces,
Wait,
We're
say
ne-
that number again. Hold the fuck on.
We're
Two-
never.
2,989, which you can only add because you have a bag of holding. And I will say there is more in the room, but that is the capacity of that bag of holding. Pause for a second. Who went to the den?
The study?
Yeah, the study.
Yeah.
You are going to find 2 bags of holding and 5 magic items that I will detail in between these sessions that you will reveal next session.
That's fucking hot. Thank you.
Can I stuff more gold like in my hair that's not the bag of holding? That's the true question.
You could. So you got
You know how
2,000.
B is. B will go out with a mouth of gold.
So you got all the gold and the platinum, but there are 5 gems, and you can only fit 1 more in your hair. This gem is worth 500 gold.
Oh, fuck.
Nobody else has ever seen a dime of this.
And
So I mean, it's.
the other 4 are diamonds, worth 750 gold each.
Okay, I'll put the one in my
Carry them
hair
in your
that I
arm.
can fit, and I'm literally gonna carry 2 in each hands on the way out and just walk out with them in my hands.
Okay.
For now.
And then Livia went to the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm checking in the
You're
back
gonna
room.
find-
I'm checking it out.
10 of those potions that you drink at the party that regenerate you to max health. and then add 6 mystery potions that I will detail in between the sessions.
I love when he says that because it's gonna be chaotic.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna sit on this one. He's like, ooh.
And the mystery potions that are in Bee's hair.
Yeah.
The 25
Yup.
Yep. Like,
Yeah, you guys are like super fucking wealthy right now. If that
Bees
even
also
matters if
wanted-
civilization
wanted
falls.
through it.
Alright.
He's happy, so we're happy.
It always matters to me.
In this time, all the shard mines are going to gather. If you guys would like to say anything to the shard mines.
Oh, for sure. Julia now returns. She's putting on her pussy pants. So, my name is Clea Nile. You may know that I am a villain of Dragontooth. That is what people know of us. However, we're here to free the shard mines, and so if you would like to no longer be enslaved to anyone, please raise your hand. Did the shard mines do anything?
They all slowly raise their hand.
No, well, that is
what we
a
thought.
absolutely perfect start. So we have a ship. We took over the pirates and we freed all those shard mines, and now we are gonna. I don't know. This house is kind of nice. And she's like, she goes from like being this like leader type voice to going to this very casual conversation. Do you think we can like take over this place and like stay here and like
No.
repurpose this place? Oh no, we should leave.
You can use the beacon to call any shard mine you want, but after that's over, I'm burning this place to the ground.
Can we
Oh, is
use it
that-
to call all shard mines?
All the ones that have been used through the Emporium. You're talking thousands of
Perfect.
shard mines.
You will. Oh, I flood the city, babe. Let's do it.
Let's calm down. Don't listen to that one. But where do you? How do they get here? Do they walk here? They teleport here?
At the Welcome Center, we can send out a beacon to the other shard mine branches. Just say that there's a free upgrade that everyone should bring their shard mines. Once they get there, part of the beacon will tell them that they need to come here to the Emporium, or anywhere that they need to get their upgrades. Once we are assured that they're on our way, I burn this place to the ground.
And do you know where those other emporiums are?
Yes, there are.
Is that like a map that we can like dot?
I will detail this on our welcome map at the beginning.
Oh,
There is the
Okay.
Cathart branch. There is,
The
an,
shard?
I guess, yeah, Cathart. It is the trading port to Asmar Plains. There is one in Fragreer, which is the trading port to Middleton. There is one at Rockland Pool.
I'm ready to. I can't spell none of these words.
And then there
I
is
know.
one in a small village that's in between Mill West and Cathart. That's probably close to the port. For a total of 4 branches outside of Mill West.
But they're all on, and they're all on Cinder Island.
They're all in Cinder Island. There are no branches outside of Cinder Island.
Wouldn't it be easier than just destroying this place and to just destroy the whole emporium at one time, like all of them? Perhaps.
I mean, you can go to each one and destroy it if you'd like, but there's nothing here that
Yeah,
will
but I
destroy
thought.
them all.
And I thought
Well,
the
if-
point was to lure all of the shard mines to us, anyways. So, like, we put out the signal for everyone, then
But
they
it-
come to us.
He said that people will have to bring their shard mines to us. That means that we have to also kill a bunch of people or convince them to give us their shard mines. But what I was gonna say is, if they do have to come here, that means they cannot be at their own branches, and they are open and right for the pickings to take more things. So if we ask them all to come here, and then we teleport to those bases, they are here, and maybe there is a bomb that goes off, and maybe
Unless-
there.
I see what you're saying.
We could
And
say
we go
it's a
to the-
top secret special upgrade, and they are to drop their shard mine off somewhere, and they will be given some sort of ticket or something. And
Ooh,
then
would they do that?
Oh,
Would they
like
drop it off at
dry
an undisclosed location and then just like get a redeemer? Are they that rich?
there was one time where we had a massive recall of something we installed in the shard mines, and they did something like that because they were ashamed and wanted to hide it. So they dropped their shard mines off here. I think there was like 300 at one time, and then we called them back and returned their shard mines to them. I say, don't bring them
A
back
mass
here.
re-
Tell them to drop them off at a place and give them instructions for them to walk to the port. Why make this more difficult than it needs to be?
Oh, genius.
That's perfect.
Once we
Yes.
make sure
Yeah.
that this beacon is set in place, we know that they have gotten their messages, and then we burn this place to the ground.
Sounds great. Livia's hands start to light on fire.
Bognak here. Can we burn down next door too?
Oh yeah, we need to get Russ.
Oh,
We could.
Yeah.
Your friend was probably taken next door under security, but that's going to be heavily packed with wizards.
We're going
But-
now. Don't care.
do those wizards work for Millwest or do they work for your parents?
They worked for the parents.
Oh.
Well, that's
Clean
convenient
aisle.
that I can look like your mom and also your dad. Who should I go as?
Perfect. If you follow me downstairs,
What do you mean?
let's set this message in place. I'm eager to start a fire.
Really antsy. I kind of want to see your bed.
I know.
No.
Can we go in it? Can we take all your shit?
There's nothing there. But bad
What if they,
memories.
like-
Sure.
Kept it the same. There's something sentimental.
Roll a persuasion check.
Maybe
Can I give the help?
I was also gonna see if I could give the help. It's like, yeah, maybe there's something behind your
Let's
curse.
bring
that-
the trauma.
Yeah, he's
Come
got
on.
help action. Help
Yeah.
action.
Ooh, ding. That is a 23.
Oh,
Just
okay.
good at charisma. Yay.
He
Just
is
did that
going
bar.
to go over to that door and just look at it and say, I'm not looking in there. It's all yours.
What if we break your curse together, like metaphorically and physically? And she grabs the door handle.
You'll find no solution in this fucking wretched home.
Oh God, no! I didn't expect that. We have magic powers that we can free you, but just consent. Opens the door, goes inside.
As you open the door,
Ew.
it's doing it again. As you open the door, it
There's
reveals
rags
this
everywhere.
torn up bedroom. The bed is broken. There seems to be some like cups and stuff. Maybe the last thing that happened on this bed while it was broken, there was some drinks being passed. The dresser is broken. The sheets are tattered. There's this nice fey-like awning in the room where there's this bath and stuff. It's very regal. Everything's broken and dark. I imagine it looks like, the Beast room from Beauty and the Beast, all tattered. Something terrible happened in there. Boyle is standing with his back against the wall, not looking in the door. You see him wincing like he hears something.
He kind of steps back and she looks at him. She goes, "Wow, they were right. You and B would get along. This looks just like her room in Dragontooth. That's crazy."
Yeah.
I hope you've seen what you wanted to see.
Are you okay?
I will not be okay until this place is in rubble.
I gathered that, but I'm also worried about that fact that you have to burn this place down to get over it. But I'm down to burn it down, but also, what if you don't feel better after?
You don't know what I've seen.
I would like to know.
They
I've
tr-
seen some pretty crazy things as well. If you want to share stories.
Many years ago, they tried to send me to Summit. Summit declared I was supposed to be sent to Dragontooth. I escaped. I found my way back home. I found my mother crying in my bedroom. I pleaded with her for help. I begged her to forgive me. What I did was not that bad. Those merchants deserved it. They tried to trick our family. All the while knowing the merchants had told me exactly what my family had done, what they had tried to cover up. Their evil, vile, hypocritical actions. And my mother tried to poison me. But being the wretched fool that she is, she mixed together the wrong things, and she cursed me in this form forever.
That bitch.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense. But if you killed merchants who were trying to betray your family, that kind of makes you sound like a hero rather than a villain to me.
I'm not a hero, because I learned that day there is no right and wrong. Everything is an opinionated mess. And nothing is right in this world unless you want it. And if you're strong enough to take it, you deserve it.
I mean, that's pretty true. I kind of feel that same way. But, we all have done pretty crazy things. I also went to Dragontooth. I don't know if you know that about me. I mean, you know I'm a villain. But, I ate my cult because, like, cannibals. So, like, I get hurting your friends. But, it's fine. She closes the door. We don't have to go through that right now. But in my eyes, I would have done the same thing. I would have protected my family. But it kind of sounds like they were bad people, so maybe you should just protect people who like you more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Better people.
I don't mean to eavesdrop. Yeah, I'm still here, and I just wanted to say.
In those bushes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, a lot of us don't feel like we did that bad of a thing at Dragontooth, but it seems like things were stacked against us, and I know it probably hasn't been easy these past couple years, and let me tell you, it wouldn't have been any easier at Dragontooth, so I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad you're with us now, and, well, glad we could help you get some closure. Let's do whatever you need.
Also, really cool that you escaped from Summit, because none of us did.
Yeah, no, very, very impressive. Very impressive. So,
do what you want to do. I'm going to go downstairs and send this beacon.
Oh, yeah, where should we tell them to send their shard mines, or drop them off at? Ooh, perhaps we can have them drop them off. You said there was one near the port?
Cathart.
Is that where we that lighthouse? What? Oh, that. Damn, I was.
No, the closest one is in the small village in between Millwest and Cathart. That's the closest to the port.
Between Millwest and Cathart. Is that advantageous for us? Kind of thing.
If you're trying to get closest to the port.
Yeah.
Like Port Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, okay. I was thinking, okay, Port Royal. That makes sense. Okay, great. Less confused. Down. Okay.
All right, he's going to go downstairs to that welcome booth. He's with his
Becomes a
little
recall,
paws.
not an upgrade.
He is going to... A recall?
Yeah, tell me it's a recall.
He is going to type into that message, I guess someone can watch him do it, that the shard mines are being recalled for a patch, a fix. Yeah, with his little paws. You're going to see the message going to, shoot a light through the walls, through the stones, and it's going to go up through the ceiling and disappear. And he's just going to look at the panel.
How long do we have?
Little light lights up for Cathart. Boom. A little light lights up for Greer. Boom. Rockland Pool. Boom. Small village. Okay. Do you have a match?
Livia's hand lights up.
Oh, yeah. Her.
I'm a match.
Is there anything else we should get that's pretty useful here? I might just be my nerve for some reason. Before we burn it down?
The
I think everyone
storage.
might kind of rated the stuff. Oh, yeah.
There's a storage room downstairs. I don't know if there's anything in there, but
There are some magical storage containers. I know there's one specifically that it's a crate, but it cannot be detected what's inside. No magical means can penetrate it, meaning it can't. No one can see through it. No one can feel what's through it or detect anything in it.
Where that at?
We'll take.
Convenient.
I think
Sounds
that's
like
all we have.
sounds like a great tool to get a Russ out and get a Bognak in. You know what I'm saying?
All right, he'll go to that door so you can open it, and you'll see it's about like a 2 by 2 foot crate. Looks very normal.
Yeah,
so
so
we
is
picked the crate up.
it also interdimensional, or is it just a small crate that,
It's just a small crate, so you can fit whatever normally you can fit in a crate. It just cannot be detected from the outside.
Gotcha. Also, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, that's it for me. But I'm trying to get the shard mines to come with us before we burn this place down. But
Yeah, they're
where's
coming
our
outside.
next place? Yeah, where's the next place we're going?
To get Russ.
You said lots of things.
Yeah. We're getting
Right.
Russ.
What does get Russ mean when dealing with the police and getting someone who's in prison?
Can be try to sniff Russ out to see if she can get a scent of where he might be. He's nearby.
Roll an investigation check with advantage, because no one
And then
knows
I
the scent of your
think
boyfriend
that-
more than you.
Clea and Niall should turn into the mom or dad
It says 16.
and get him out.
Because it's their private police force, right?
You smell
Yeah.
Russ very close.
Okay, I'm gonna follow that like trail of the scent.
All
where he
right.
is.
You're gonna go outside as you're following the scent on the inside. Yeah, pretty much everything's been taken. The shards are gonna follow you outside. Boyle's going to look at you and indicate towards the carpet. Well, let's start this.
Yeah, I step outside looking like the mom.
Yeah, and Livia pops off a couple fire bolts.
As you guys start walking out the front door, you hear explosions from the inside as this fire is consuming many flammable things inside this house. You can already hear crumbling. The top floor starts to cave in as a big explosion goes off the top. As it does, B is sniffing, goes right to this next door. There are people all over the street, and you look up, and the building's not labeled. It's a very nice building, same material used for that house. And you get right to the door, and you smell him. And the building, the house, collapses, catch on fire. You hear people in the street screaming. An alarm goes off on the other side of that door, and you lose the scent of Russ. The door opens to a room full of wizards, and Russ is nowhere to be seen. And that's where we will end tonight.
Damn.
And we will come back next
Yeah,
time.
also be looking like a whole halfling girl who escaped from prison. And I said, oh.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you guys should put her in the box.
I said, well, who gonna catch her? I was having a conversation and she ran outside.
I never said I opened a door. That was all Scott that said I opened the door.
Right.
We never said that they opened the door. I said I continue to follow his scent.
Yeah, we probably should have held up on burning the house.
Yeah, they're opening the door with the alarm like, oh shit, the house is in danger. Who the fuck are you? Like that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we probably should have paused on the burning the house down because the fire department is literally next door. But, retrospect.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe we should burn them down at the same time. But I'm a carrot, so what do I know?
Sometimes you're a carrot.
Thank you everybody for joining us. I hope you had a good time on YouTube. Sorry the stream didn't work, but we'll see you next time where the stream will work. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you players for playing. Hope everybody had a good time. And we'll see you next time for episode 39 where we're going to rescue Russ. See you next time.
Maybe. Fuck Russ.